you aren't in the wrong, but it was you who passed it along. Now things are confirmed. Baby, nothing of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that is locked. The decency to state the facts. You are a chismosa. So you say I'm in the wrong. Well, baby, that's a lie. I tell you why I write these songs, but you'd never understand. Why would I tell you anything? I'd never tell you anything, 'cause you'd pass it around. Get those thoughts outside your head. Get all of them out. You can't keep a secret. Baby, nothing of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that has left. The decency to state the facts. You are a chismosa. Chismosa. I don't know what you've been told about me, but I hope you weren't listening to anything that they said. 'Cause maybe, baby, it ain't true what you heard. Sometimes meanings become blurred, so I don't wanna hear a word. Don't wanna hear a word leave your mouth, 'cause that would leave me here without a doubt. You are a chismosa. You tell me that you aren't in the wrong, but it was you who passed it along. Now things are confirmed. Baby, nothing of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that is locked. The decency to state the facts. You are a chismosa. So you say I'm in the wrong. Well, baby, that's a lie. I tell you why I write these songs, but you'd never understand. Why would I tell you anything? I'd never tell you anything, 'cause you'd pass it around. Get those thoughts outside your head. Get all of them out. You can't keep a secret. Baby, nothing of of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that has left the decency to state the facts. You are a chismosa. Chismosa. I don't know what you've been told about me, but I hope you weren't listening to anything that they said. Cause maybe, baby, it ain't true what you heard. Sometimes meanings become blurred, so I don't wanna hear a word. Don't wanna hear a word leave your mouth, cause that would leave me here without a doubt. You are a chismosa. You tell me that you aren't in the wrong, but it was you who passed it along. Now things are confirmed. Baby, nothing of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that is left the decency to state the facts. You are a chismosa. So you say I'm in the wrong. Well, baby, that's a lie. I tell you why I write these songs, but you'd never understand. Why would I tell you anything? I'd never tell you anything, cause you'd bounce it around. Get those thoughts outside your head. Get all of them out. You can't keep a secret. Baby, nothing of what you said is true. You can't say I didn't warn you. Hope you bump into your conscience that has left.
My dog's literally just knocked over my monitor. What a great way to start the stream. Hey, everybody. We're okay. That was a well, hi. How's everyone doing? I had to catch my second monitor right here. It's okay. I let the dogs in. That's what happens. How's everyone doing? Everyone excited for the teaser that we're not going to get at the Game Awards? How are we feeling about that? Do we feel like we're getting something? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? There was some news about another interview from Hamaguchi, guys, about that the game's playable and they're just working on what are they? I don't know if you guys read the interview with, who was it with? It was like the Expedition 33 guys or something. I don't know. Alicia, what's up? The princess, the Fire Nation princess herself, queen of the blue firebending lightning style. Alicia's here. What's up, Alicia? Ernest is always the voice of the people. Javier, he has he has the coolest references. We are getting absolutely zero. So you guys think we're getting nothing. I still think we'll get like a tease, because if they say that the game's fully playable, I think they know that the fandom is at like a fever pitch. So I think they'll just give us a tease. I don't think they're going to give us anything more than that. Obviously, no gameplay, maybe like a cutscene or something. I don't even know if the voice actors have gone in and recorded lines. I think like Cody Christian has and stuff like that. But what's up, Seppu Gaming? But who knows? It's all up in the air kind of right now. But that's okay. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Final Fantasy Files stream. Our playthrough of Final Fantasy Tactics. We got to chapter 4. We streamed until like 1 in the morning for me, and anyone on the East Coast, it was like 3 a.m. And I felt really bad for keeping people up that late. I've been getting over like this illness, and it's still kind of like lingering. Yeah, anyway, but Jolie's feeling much better. Our 3-year-old has the bug now, but he's been going through it, and our 6-year-old is better. And luckily our little 8-month-old didn't catch it, so we're doing pretty good. Oh, thank you, Alicia. You're so kind. There's the new book coming soon. I see what you're saying. Alyssa says, I think small tease, meaning maybe a title announcement. But there was that, I don't know if you read the news, but there was, in that interview with Hamaguchi, he was saying, me and Nomura have like whittled it down to 2 options that they are deciding the name of the title. So that made it seem like they're not going to, like, they wouldn't have, if they're still debating about it, would they have like graphics ready? Maybe they make graphics for both and they try it out and then they decide on one, and the Game Awards is when they reveal it or something, you know, who knows? But that would be interesting. Biggles says, I'm excited for a lot of the stuff that's already been confirmed for the TGAs like Exodus and Phantom Blade Zero. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm like a more well-rounded gamer, you would say. Jolie like only cares about Final Fantasy, but you guys should tell me like what else are you guys interested in, because I know a little bit about your gaming taste, but I don't know like what are the other games other than Final Fantasy that you're most excited for. You should tell me. Biggle says he likes Exodus, Phantom Blade Zero. I think Phantom Blade Zero is going to give a release date. They verified that, right? Alicia says there's a new book coming soon. Are you talking about the new book with like a new Final Fantasy VII book? I think you know what you're saying. Alicia, you're so nice. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling okay. Just letting you know. But it's gone through the family. We've had like 5 viruses and we just keep getting sick. So hopefully we can be healthy for Christmas and New Year's. Alyssa says, I was busy, sadly, or I would have made it all the way to the end of the stream. Oh, no, you were working hard. Don't apologize. I feel bad to make you guys stick around so long. It's so funny, like, this stream is like a test. We've never done a stream before. I'm not really a streamer. I don't consider myself like a streamer, you know? I'm just some guy who is married to someone who's talented and made a Final Fantasy channel, and I happen to play games. And I have like we were talking about when we make the gifts, I have, you know, education in animation. Like that was my major. I was at a prestigious school that did animation in Utah, and I was doing that, and that's what I always wanted to be growing up, and I know animation pretty well. But then I just a little lore into Spencer's life. I was like doing animation, but then I would go to job fairs and other things while I was working on my animation track, and they would say things like, well, we don't need like animators, we need programmers or something. And I was like, am I going to be able to support a family on an animator's budget? Like, for me, supporting myself, I wasn't worried about it, but I was concerned about providing for a family, and, you know, and turns out the joke's on Jolie, because she's the main breadwinner, and then I stay home with the kids. So it worked out. I should have been an animator, but I went back to school for computer science. And then Jolie is the main breadwinner, if you guys didn't know that. She's like the director or this awesome person, and I'm home with the kids all day. And like we like to have like one parent at home at all times. So I'm changing diapers, I'm making meals, I'm doing all these things. And so yeah, I'm like I'm Mr. Mom is what they say. But then at nights, like by the end of the day, I'm like shot. Like, oh, I don't have any time for anything. And it's like streaming. Jolie and I joke. She's like, you can go hang out with your friends on stream because like I'm a social person. I'm like an extrovert. I like to hang out with people. But when you're married and you have kids, it's like hard to find time to socialize. And so streaming has been really cool. You guys have been so nice. And I feel, to be honest with you, a little bit overwhelmed that you guys have responded as well as you have. I mean, like, we're like a cool channel. Jolie's done a lot of good work with it. Ernest has, done good. And I just felt like she brought me along and has had me be like a co-host. And it's been super fun. But I kind of feel bad because I'm like making this stuff. And as we'll get to, we can go into the comments of our most recent video. And everyone's kind of being like, you don't understand like what's going on with the whispers. And, a lot of people are like, most people are going into this game with some context. Like they know about the original Final Fantasy VII and they know about all this stuff. And I'm like, I've never played any Final Fantasy game except for this one. And they're like blown away. And they're like, what? I'm like, well, Jolie has and Ernest has. Ernest has forgotten, But anyway, like I'm just this kind of, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just like this gamer who enjoys stuff, but I'm not like Final Fantasy isn't my only franchise, right? I like a lot of other franchises, but I'm learning more about Final Fantasy, and I have unique opinions because I'm going into Final Fantasy with like zero nostalgia, and it's kind of interesting to see. But, yeah, so don't feel bad that you didn't make it all the way to the end of the stream. I'm just kind of experienced this for the first time. It's super fun. I'm actually really enjoying Tactics. I had a really good time doing Chapter 3. I didn't want to stop playing. That's why I went so late. But like I said, I'm still kind of just figuring it all out. Javier says the only thing we can get, if any, it's an ad for Remake. Okay, on Switch 2 and Xbox. I think that's like the most likely, but I think that they'll just do like a one more thing. I really think that they'll just do the whole like it's coming to Switch and Xbox. Nobody even cares about Xbox anymore. If you're an Xbox fan, like I liked that platform too, but on Black Friday, I think like PlayStation 5 was the number one selling console, then Switch 2, and then like some no-name console I've never heard of it, and it like beat Xbox, which is just like we live in weird times. But yeah, then they'll hopefully give us something. If not, like I won't be disappointed because I'm excited about all the other games that will get announced. I love the Game Awards for the announcements and trailers, and like I've told you guys before last stream, I don't really care about the votes or who wins. Like I want people to get their flowers, and especially games that I care about. But we learned about how the judging actually works, and it's kind of stupid. Biggle says that interview from was from October, and most people missed this point. Oh, gotcha. So it's like a new surfacing point. Did you hear about that interview? Rebaked or Repair or something? Survival horror. Oh, Toolman likes survival horror. So you like... What's your favorite survival horror game, Toolman? Is it Dead Space? Is it Resident Evil? Is it some game I've never heard about? Alicia says, is there a Discord, by the way? Been meaning to ask. I keep forgetting. It's funny that you should ask that. I was actually talking to Jolie about that. We have a Discord, but we haven't invited anyone to it. We have like some things in place. Like if we were to, this is just like behind the curtain stuff. So, we made the channel like a year and a half ago, right? We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, but like we don't know how many of those subscribers are like into our content or not, like you guys are awesome, loyal fans who come and like we get to interact. And I think it's really cool. Like you guys are an awesome part of the community. And then there's some people that just watch or listen to the podcast. And then there's some people who just watch our videos. And so we thought like if we, had like we got Discord, we got a couple things, and we're like, if we ever were to launch a Patreon, I'm just kind of like, I'm not the business guy. I'm not like speaking for the podcast completely. This is all like, I'm just like, this is up to Jolie. Like Jolie's the one who runs the show. But we got a Discord ready in case like we wanted to like, you can get access to the Discord if you sign up for like whatever tier on Patreon or, whatever. So yes, we have a Discord. And I was even thinking about playing around with maybe on Wednesday's stream, we could do something where we do like a Game Awards predictions, but then we talk about, maybe do like a call-in show where you guys could like get on Discord and we could like have you guys talk on stream, and we could talk about like, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think like this game's going to win? Why do you want Expedition 33 to win? Why, whatever, like, how you feeling about the current direction of Square Enix? Things like that, I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, but anyway, so yes, we have a Discord, but we haven't, like, we're not inviting people to it yet. But here's the problem is, it's like if we paywall something behind like a Patreon, and I don't know, like, my whole thing is like, I like interacting with the community. I like to show off like Javier's fan art. I like when Bigglesworth sends me the diagram of, the different worlds in Final Fantasy VII, remake and rebirth. Like, I like when, I can name you guys in my game and we can talk to you guys, like Alyssa and Javier and Jolie and Biggles will like forever be ingrained in my brain because you guys were my team in Final Fantasy Tactics, But yeah, I like interacting with the community, but we don't want to introduce anything and say like, oh yeah, join the Discord, and then like take that away from you if we were to start a Patreon and say like, oh no, you can't have access to it anymore, even though we gave it to you for free for a long time. But not that matters. I don't know if people would be interested in it anyway, but I like your guys' thoughts, and it'd be cool to have a place to chat and talk about. We do have a Reddit, but nobody posts there. If you guys want to, you can join it and say stuff. Alyssa says, was listening to the Square Enix investor throwdown videos from Final Fantasy Union and Night Sky Prince. Yeah, did you hear about that investor group that like made like an entire 112 PDF thing that basically talks about how Square Enix is failing, Okay, yeah, Alicia, yeah, the Tifa and Aerith book is what you're saying. Biggle says, I just bought the Tainted Grail, which is an Elder Scrolls like, it's on sale. Okay, cool. I never got into the Elder Scrolls games, but I like, I know they're huge. I think everyone owns Skyrim on some form. I think you could get Skyrim on like Alexa or something. Sorry if I activated any of your speakers. Toolman says, you're a streamer now, Spencer. I don't know. I don't really feel like it. I get on and I talk to you guys and it's awesome. Like, and it's fun, but I don't really feel like, it's like, okay, like you guys were asking me like, are we going to do like a Game Awards stream? And I would like love to do that with you, but I feel bad because I feel like I would be taking you away. Not that you guys can make your own decisions, right? But like, wouldn't you want to go to like a bigger channel that has been like saying, oh, come join my channel and, like we'll do the Game Awards stream, like watch along. It's like, I don't know, like that would be fun, but I just feel like I don't have that many interesting things to say sometimes. So it's like, you could go and hang out with them and like we can talk about it later. I don't know. I always feel funny, like especially like when other creators are streaming or something and then I get on and I'm like just getting angry about how I think that remake and rebirth are confusing and everyone else has theory videos and they all know what's going on and I'm like, I have no clue. Alyssa says, Spencer, the streamer is now part of your job description. I'm not, like, no. The only way I could ever claim it's part of my job description, Alyssa, is because you have funded the stream enough to make me feel like I'm a professional, because in order to be a professional, you have to be paid for it. And Alyssa and Franco and Biggles have like single-handedly like, like your donations to the channel through the streams has like equaled the same amount we've made our entire lifetime as a YouTube channel. So you guys are very kind. And no, I'm not an actual streamer, but it's fun and it's been really cool hanging out with you guys. So that's fun. You didn't know that you guys were doing me a service by just chatting and having fun while we played games. Javier says, what are you talking about? You're getting the streamer award next year. Oh yeah, I'm going to go up against Toasted Peanut. I'm going to be content creator of the year in the Game Awards. Watch out. You're an awesome father and husband. I'm okay. Okay, no, I'm so slow. You're Mr. Mom and a streamer. How's the weather? I'm snowed in. The weather here, we don't have snow yet, Biggles. I forget where you are. I asked you, and you're like, if you have to ask, or was that Toolman? I think it was Toolman. I can't remember if you guys were like Midwest, and Toolman was like, the Midwest is like, there's, if you have to ask, then you don't know where the true Midwest is or something. Yeah, where are you at, Biggles, again? I can't remember. Chicago or I don't know, Kansas. I can't remember. I just know that Alyssa's like East Coast, Connecticut, right? Or something. I don't know. I don't need to tell people where you live. But yes, the weather is actually quite nice out here. It's still kind of like dipping in and out of fall and winter weather. So Alyssa's no one but the devs know what's going on with the whispers. No, dude, we'll get to it, Alyssa. Everyone knows what's going on, and I'm stupid for not knowing. I read those whispered comments using words like clearly and obviously objection. And even then, yeah, so many people were like, obviously it's this. But which is fine. Like, I like their takes because I admittedly don't know everything. I'm just saying, as someone who's new to the series, I'm confused. And even then, they still may not know. And that's our joke. I'm like, I said that once on Twitter. I'm like, I don't even think the developers know. And they're like, how dare you question the authority of the devs? It just makes me laugh because it's like, nobody, I don't know if it's just because Jolie and I are in our, like, I'm close to 40 and she's, in her 40s. And we're like, we question things more. And I think a lot of the Final Fantasy fandom is just like ride or die for Final Fantasy, no matter what choices they make. And that's just like not our style. It's not like we just want to critique everything, but we want to look at it from a critical lens of like, this is really good and this is really bad, or these are some things that are, could be better. So I don't know. It's, you know what I mean? Like when we criticize something, it doesn't mean that we don't love it, like, spoiler alert, I think Sephiroth is kind of a stupid villain. I do. I don't think he's like we don't know his motivations. We don't know what drives him. We get that one glimpse in Nibelheim. Okay, this is from my perspective. I haven't read any of the books. I don't know any of the backstory. I haven't played any of the mobile games. I don't know about young Sephiroth or like whatever, right? It's just like he has this little like I'm like Genova moment, and then he freaks out and burns down the village, and now he's evil. It's like, why does he care? I know it's like Genova and him and like Meteor, and he wants to create this whatever. I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird to me. And I think he's kind of a bad villain. I think he's poorly written. He's just got aura. Like Sephiroth is like one of the greatest video game villains because he's the guy like that everyone knows, the character design. He's got the Masamune, and he's you know what I mean? Like, but like when I think of like well-written like video game antagonists, or like I don't know, like I always go to Mass Effect. That's like my thing. But like Saren in the first Mass Effect, if you've ever played that game, like you hate that guy so bad and you want to stop him, but they give you opportunities for him to like come in and to do things that like make you hate him, and he gives you reasons. Where Sephiroth is just like showing up in these visions, and we're all supposed to just trust Cloud that Sephiroth is this bad dude. It's like, Sephiroth, we got to kill Sephiroth. Why? What's he doing? He's bad. He's bad, all right. Let me tell you. Yeah, we don't like him very much. So anyway, yes. I don't know. Like I've got some opinions that I feel like just bother the Final Fantasy community, and it's funny because this is like Jolie's favorite franchise. So I'm coming in and I'm like, I don't know if people want me to say that, and I might say it in later episodes. When we get when Jolie asks me questions, but I'm just like, I think he's weird. Doesn't really make sense. I think he's cool, I guess. Anyway, so let's catch up here. What Final Fantasy is the only franchise? You're right, Javier. Why should we even talk about anything else? Alyssa says, because I'm still in the camp that believes that they were really sure what they wanted to do, or they weren't really sure what they wanted to do with them from beginning to end. You're saying that they didn't have like a roadmap planned out, that this is what they're going to be. That's kind of how I feel, right? Biggle says Xbox just got outsold by a device that Microsoft was trying to do over 10 years ago with the Kinect. Okay, yeah. I know it has a camera in it, and it's hilarious. Sepa Gaming says maybe Square gave us a new game like Armor game, or maybe Parasite Eve. I don't know. So like if you listen to that, did anyone check out that financial call? Alyssa was talking about it, and they were saying things like, I didn't like do a ton of it. I actually had AI like summarize the PDF for me. I'm like, all right, tell me like what's in this. And they went off and talked a little bit about how like Square Enix is faltering, and it's like, I don't know, just like it's had a few CEOs, and they really flooded the zone with the mobile games. If you guys watched the Final Fantasy Union video about the state of Square Enix, they talk about how like mobile games were such a huge source of revenue, but like they really faltered on their mainline franchises, and people kind of like the luster of a Final Fantasy game like diminish. Like when you think about PS1 and you have FF7 and FF8 and FF9, like I didn't even have a PlayStation, and I knew those games were like top tier, And then you fast forward to today, it's like remake is a huge deal for us, but we're like a niche, and like Square Enix just made a bunch of money doing like mobile and their MMO stuff, and now they're trying to pivot back to like quality HD games that are like, their core franchise, but they've kind of squandered their IP value a little bit, So I don't know, like that investor or whoever made that PDF about like they have like business slides about everything about how the Square Enix is faltering and how they should I think they're trying to force shareholders to put pressure on Square Enix to make changes. But anyway, let's see here. Javier says the other hype coming game is Resident Evil 9. That might be the next one. Toolman's probably into that. I'm going to think about that question all night, Spencer. What question? I'm so far behind, but you're probably talking about like what other games maybe? Yeah, if you can hear my voice is I'm getting all nasally because I feel like I haven't cleaned out the sickness completely, but I'm here. In the meantime, you should join us on Final Fan TV and Subtext Discords. Me and Toolman post there regularly. Yeah, that's like, I feel like a weirdo doing that. Like I get on and I watch their streams, but like I'm the one interacting, right? Because I like am the one with the time. Jolie's busy and I don't really have a lot of time, but I try to like stay involved in the community. But I feel weird like going into Subtext channel and being like, well, these are my thoughts. And it's like, you don't know what you're talking about. But then I talk as the Final Fantasy account, and I feel like that's a bit disingenuous because it's like Spencer's thoughts on social, but I don't know. Jolie's doesn't have time for it, and we have to like kind of split it up. So anyway, yeah, I wouldn't mind joining them, but I just feel like I don't know. Do I have enough to say? Maybe I do. You guys say I'm the voice of the people because I don't know enough, I guess. It's Resident Evil or Silent Hill, Toolman. Oh, that's right. Those are the two. Silent Hill 2 lives rent-free in my head now forever. Do you love the new remake? Tell us if you like it, Toolman. Alyssa says it doesn't hurt to paywall it. Keep spammers out. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's so funny because my favorite part of the stream and the channel is like the community collaboration, and when you guys write in and talk about when we feature comments on the show or we talk to you guys on stream. I just think it makes the shows more interesting. Like, yes, like maybe you think I have like the coolest ideas and you come here just to hang out with Spencer, but I doubt that very much. I think it's cool because you each have your unique ideas and perspectives. Like, I think that's cool to have you guys come in and tell us your views and viewpoints, Like if it were up to me, we would have like a cool call-in show or something we could try it out on like Discord where you guys get on Discord call and we talk on stream, and we could have topics about Final Fantasy or whatever. We could, instead of just having you to type it out and have to read it, people could hear your voice, I don't know. I like when people have an opportunity to participate and they can share their points of view rather than just like listening to the same voices, Okay, I got my water bottle. Maybe that'll help me. But yeah, I don't know. But so we're kind of like debating whether or not to do that. But I don't know if there's enough demand for it. So we're kind of like we could release a Patreon next year, or we could never release one, and just who knows. Both are just OG. Okay, you're talking about Silent Hill. You're talking Toolman. I have 3 copies of Skyrim, says Biggles. I just bought Skyrim for the first time this year. It comes for everyone. It got Alicia. It's gonna get us all. I think I've purchased it like once or something. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I don't have it, but I know my brother had it or something. I lived in an apartment when it was out, and I played like my roommate's copy. So I kind of like Skyrim. Skyrim. Everyone has a story with Skyrim. But that's cool, Alicia, that you're getting into Skyrim all these years later. Are you modding the crap out of it? I know a lot of people do. Javier says you can get Skyrim on casino calculators now. It feels like that. Christmas is coming for one of my favorite channels. Wait, Christmas is coming for what? What are you talking about, Alyssa? Christmas is coming for your favorite channels? And then Biggle says Minnesota. That's right. That's where you're at. Okay. Don't undervalue yourself, Spencer. We are here because we appreciate your candor and honesty. I prefer that than fake big streamer hides behind a peanut. No, man, that's cool. He's a big deal. Well, you're very kind, Javier. It's fine. I'm real with you guys. I'm old enough to not care. Like, I have a life and I have a family, and I know some people are like really trying to make it and they want to be huge. So, good for them. They're trying to get theirs, and I know everyone's struggling and just trying to make ends meet. So, like, I get it, but Jolie and I have our own. We're established, and we're doing this as like a hobby at night, But it is fun, and it is validating when you guys show up. I won't lie. So thank you, Javier. But okay, yeah, Minnesota, Connecticut for Alyssa. Alicia says it depends on what side of the fandom you're engaging with. Laugh out loud. No criticism allowed for Final Fantasy fandoms. Okay, this is when I was talking about criticizing it, Oh man, I'm so behind. Sephiroth isn't a very deep villain, says Toolman, but he is a good villain regardless of that. I do think he is a good villain, but it's like, who's the real villain? Is it Genova or is it Sephiroth? And it's like, to me, it's like it's always just confused. Like, I lean towards Western games because I feel like they have a clear defined villain who, now this isn't always true, but it's like, there's a reason why you're going up against the antagonist of the story, right? And a lot of times I feel like in JRPGs, it's like you just fight God at the end because reasons. This was my big problem with Final Fantasy 16. Like, it's a Game of Thrones style, political drama. And it's really cool. And it's all about slavery and, the bears and Clive's like seek for revenge and being like thrown out and discarded by his own mother. Final Fantasy 16 is hitting so hard, and but then they can't. It's like, but then we get to have all the cool things. We get to have the kaiju battles, and we get to have all the like crazy powers and the lore and the what is it called? Have the bestiary of all the fiends from the Final Fantasy series that we love, but it's like grounded in like a gritty, realistic story. And then what do? They just blow it up with some weird alien god named Ultima, and they throw the whole story away. And it's so frustrating because it's like, this happens every time, Final Fantasy, and maybe that's like fine. Maybe that's like they have to do it. It's the JRPG like default. You got to fight God at the end of the game, right? It's fine, whatever. But it's like, and I know they were setting some things up, but I think like Final Fantasy 16 is so much more interesting when it's like you're dealing with Cid and Benedicta and Clive and the revenge and all this stuff. And then when it goes into the like crazy, we got to take out Ultima and he's like destroying the world, and Josh was trying to hold a part of himself and inside himself and all this stuff. It's like, oh, you guys are losing like the plot. It's just getting too weird. You had something great here, and now it just became like, it's fine. And I told people this at the end, so like, spoilers, I guess, for Final Fantasy. What is it? Yeah, spoilers for Final Fantasy 16, but like, so be warned, I'm going to talk about the ending. Final Fantasy 16, at the end, everything's going, like, the music is blaring. it's an incredible soundtrack. Like it's, you know, Find the Flame, and it's Clive's theme, and he's like giving his end speech. And like the voice acting is on point. Ben Starr is just crushing it, and you've like worked so hard to do all this stuff. But then the person I'm saying this to, I don't care about at all. I don't care about the villain. I don't like whatever. It's like, we need to kill you to end the game. But I'm not thinking like, I've hated you this whole game. Like, you've done these awful, terrible things to my family and me, you know? And like, I'm exacting my vengeance upon you or whatever. It just felt so like, and at the end they have you punch the end boss and it's like 99999, like the max damage, right? It's all kind of QTE stuff, and it just falls so flat for me. Like, it doesn't fall so flat because so many other things are working. The music is working, the animation is working, the like voice acting is working, but the story is not working for me. I don't care about him. I don't care. And then of course, like, the ending happens, and we need to force everyone to be sad, and then stuff happens. I'm not going to spoil that. Drives me crazy. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's just like Final Fantasy has a villain problem for me. So I'm hoping Sephiroth can live up to it in part 3, but I don't even know like what he's going to do. It's like he's just bad because he's bad. It's like Sephiroth is antagonist because of story demands antagonist. It's like, I get like he has this turn, but it's like he's like been in the shadows and people don't even really know what he's doing. I know he's not actually like physically around. He's like in the northern crater or wherever he is in like the live stream, right? But it's like, I don't know, it's like you would think like this villain would be like doing things, but people are just like living their lives in Coast of Stone. They're not thinking like Sephiroth's gonna do this stuff, but everyone's like, your party's like, no, Meteor's coming and we have to stop it. It's like they gotta ramp up the tension in part 3. Like, they gotta make Sephiroth like a world-ending threat. We just fight him in these like the end of Rebirth, guys. The end of Rebirth. You just fight him. It feels like you're fighting him in the simulator. Like when you put the VR goggles in. Where even are you? The Temple of the Ancients? No, you're not there. What is it? Like Forgotten City, wherever happens to Aerith. It's like, it's so confusing. I'm going to play it again and we'll talk about it, but it's so dumb. I don't know. To me, it's like, and then he's just like some giant, crazy looking dude because, of course, he is. Because Japan. Oh my gosh. So dumb. But I love it. Like, it's dumb, but I love it. Anyway, sorry. Don't hate me. I know we love these series, but controversial take here, says Javier here on Star Wars. Sorry. Alyssa says, when you play the OG Spencer, you'll find him a better villain. Okay, cool. Controversial take here on Star Wars. I feel the same thing about you feel about Sephiroth, but about Darth Vader. Yeah, that's true. But Darth Vader was like at least menacing. Like, it throws you into the middle of the conflict and they're already in power, so you don't really know what Darth Vader did to get there, but he's basically conquered the whole universe and everyone's afraid of him. At least you know that, right? With Sephiroth, nobody really knows who he even is. He's just around people. Like, he was a war hero and then he vanishes, but then some people, like the Genova clones, turn into him sometimes. But I get what you're saying, Javier. Alyssa says, I agree, Toolman. They're trying to add depth to him without, though, with Crisis Core and Ever Crisis and the re-trilogy, but I'm actually not a fan of that. Fair enough. Best written villain I've seen in a long time. Catheric Thorm from Baldur's Gate 3. Generally feel bad for the guy. Nevertheless, he has to die. Like, I know that's the thing. It's like, that's another example of a Western studio just crushing it on the storytelling front. I only made it through Act 1 in early access of Baldur's Gate, and I'm like, this game freaking rules. Loved it. Alicia says, the remake has made him more like Team Rocket, where he shows up often. Yes, early on. Totally, I get that reference because I watched Pokemon anime as a kid. Yeah, he just shows up. It's like, oh, there's a black feather. It's like, did Sephiroth do this, right? Like the meme. Nobody can really see him. It's all, I know why, but It's like even at the end of Rebirth when he's got like control of Cloud and stuff, and he's like, "Give me the black materia" or whatever. It just seems like, what is your plan, Sephiroth, and why are we supposed to care? Why are we supposed to be afraid? Maybe like let Cloud and Aerith and these people just give it to him. Let's see what happens. Nobody knows. Oh, my voice is going hard. Okay, Sephiroth was the Jaws in the OG. Them using him so much in the re-trilogy may have hurt his impact, but only part 3 will tell. I know that he was not introduced as early as he was. Like, we see him in like in chapter 1 of Remake, when you're planting the bomb in the reactor, there's like the static and like the black feather, you know? Like, they're teasing him so early, which would be another hilarious thing if they don't like pay off on like the sequel trilogy thing or idea. They just like were throwing Sephiroth in from the beginning and they expect new players just to get that stuff. Bull crap. I call bull crap. Alicia says Catherick is so good. Yeah, I agree on Catherick. Very well done. For recent Final Fantasy villains, Arden ended up being a good one. The game just sucked out of the box and needed DLC to complete. I totally agree. Like, Arden was that tragic story. But see, like, that's like that was the first Final Fantasy game in the modern era that like that I had ever played, and Jolie had been kind of off the series for a while, and she jumped back in at 15, and we went back and played stuff. But yeah, Arden was interesting, but I can't really remember his whole backstory. He was like supposed to be kind of like Noctis was, right? And he was royalty, but I remember playing episode Arden and stuff. But I don't really remember it. Javier says, to me, Sephiroth is just a puppet like Cloud, supposed to be puppets of Genova. It's like that saying, the devil's greatest trick is making people believe that he doesn't exist. Sure, Javier, but then like, who's Genova? Genova is just some alien who landed on their planet, can't die there, like needs to have meteor happen like the Gi. It's like nobody knows who Genova is either. So yeah, maybe Sephiroth's just a puppet, but it's like, then who is Genova and why do we care? Yeah, I don't know. It's like Genova means nothing to me. I don't even know who she or it or he is. I just know that like they're the ones behind it all. You know. Okay, his mom should have been the final boss or Benedicta. Yeah, totally. Yes, going back to Final Fantasy 16. I know I'm behind, guys. But like, you hate I can't remember her name, but the mom, right? It's like make it like, or that can be like the midway point. You know when you fight Bahamut, and I wouldn't take like the Bahamut stuff is really cool and the music's incredible and it's amazing, but like it's like that midway point should be like some political drama with the mom, and you get to see how far down like her descent in madness she's gone to have power or whatever, you know. And I think Benedicta was tragic and relatable in a kind of, you know, tragic way and very cool. Could have done so many cool things, but then she's gone like so early, and then the rest is like, I don't even like Kupka was fine, but it was like I loved her. It's like, was she sleeping around with everyone, dude? Which is like funny because he's stupid, but he would do anything for someone who was just like whatever. Like her and Sid's relationship was like the interesting stuff because she had been there and she was like, that was like when she had made better decisions in her life, you know? I don't know. It's a JRPG thing, but yeah, there's better ways to do it. And that's okay. Like, I like the JRPG thing. This is the thing when I criticize Final Fantasy all the time. When I have issues with Final Fantasy, it's never like, I hate this series. Like, no, it's there's a reason why it's like one of the most popular franchises in the world. And because like when I do play the games, I like do get immersed and I do enjoy the characters and I am having a good time and I'm going on this fantastical adventure. It's just like my biggest gripe, and I think Jolie might agree with me, is just the writing and the storytelling falters in a lot of the same places all the time. And this is my thing with the Whispers. It's like I feel like they're doing it over again. It was really clever in Remake because it was like, we're kind of redoing this, but we're staying to the same. And, you know, I know that pissed some people off, but I thought it was like a really cool idea. But sometimes it's just like people can't, like, they can't stick to like one vision. It's like they always have to video games do this. It's called power creep, where like your characters are always getting stronger. That's like the whole point of the mechanics. You're leveling up and you're getting skill trees. It's like, so you have to fight bigger and bigger and greater things, right? Or else why would you be earning bigger and bigger and better powers if you're just going to fight something that's like the same, you know? But then that like makes the storytelling. It's like, well, we got to ramp it up. We got to make Sephiroth this crazy giant whatever thing that you have to fight, you know? And it's like, you got to fight God at the end. It's like, okay, like whatever, you know? But if it would have been like, you know, you were fighting Benedicta or a final boss or like something like, or his mother, that maybe you don't fight the mother. Maybe she never becomes like strong or she's not a dominant of anything, but like she poisons the mind of the king and the whole, you know, empire or the kingdom against you. And you have to do all these other things. It doesn't just have to be some big battle that you punch in the face or use a big spell or a sword. There's interesting ways to do it. But it is a JRPG thing. Biggle said, like Night Sky Prince said today on his stream, it's all about killing God with the power of friendship. Like that's just like, but that's just anime and Final Fantasy. And I like that stuff. I like, okay, this is another thing about me. Okay, so when back like in the beginning streams when you guys were getting to know me and I talked to you guys how I was like a Toonami kid, right? Like ever since I was a Toonami kid, I grew up on Dragon Ball Z, and because I grew up on Dragon Ball Z, I love like shonen animes. And I don't really watch that many animes, but I always like they're meant for like 14-year-old boys, and I'm like almost 40. You know, but like My Hero Academia is just like finishing up. And like I like binged that show like in between classes and things when I was at university. I was going back for computer science and stuff. And I'm like, this is for like children. And I love it, you know? And it's like, it's all the same stuff where it's like, you know, you can't win without your friends and you're going to fight God at the end that has all the powers, whatever. It's like, I fall for that crap every time. And it's like, so I play JRPGs and it has a little bit of this nostalgia for me because I love that feeling. But I can recognize also as an adult that it's not always the best storytelling, you know? I don't think there's anything wrong with killing God with the power of friendship. I just think that they need to find a better way to make it accessible in their storytelling, in their writing, so it's not this convoluted mess where it always just like takes a turn and we have to ramp things up because the game demands it. Alyssa says, at least I didn't get that feeling of 16. Yeah, the power of friendship doesn't really come through because you're never playing with your party and Joshua dies and Jill does nothing. And Sid's gone. It's all Clive, and Clive is the most OP Final Fantasy character of all time. It's fun to play as him, but it's like, why do I even have a party? Toolman says, Final Fantasy 15 kind of broke the trope of killing God, I feel like. Yeah, that's true. But he fights Arden, who kind of like has like these godlike powers. He has similar powers to Noctis, and Noctis is like the heir apparent to the throne, and he has to like sacrifice himself to do his whole thing or whatever. I can't remember the whole story, but it's still kind of ramping it up. But I like it because Arden's a more grounded villain. You know, I like villains. I like when they're not like 20 stories tall and you're a kaiju. I like when you fight someone who's like on your level. I love that. It's better. We're in the same boat, Spencer. Don't worry. The always bigger fish trope. Hey guys, I caught up. A staple of Final Fantasy games and many JRPGs, honestly. Okay, well, thanks for letting me take the first hour of my rant, Cam. Going off on some things, but yeah, I don't know. I just like, I think I didn't look at like the breakdown of the investor like presentation on how Square Enix is doing compared to like Capcom and stuff. And it's like, I think they all have their problems. I think I'm excited that they're focusing on their AAA franchises and they're trying to get more, you know, regular releases that aren't mobile and aren't just like, you know, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 27.65 re-release Dream Edition. I don't know, like, you know, it's like, I know Kingdom Hearts fans like probably love that stuff, but it's like, let's just focus on releasing the main core franchises. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm going to be sound bad here because I might sound like a casual gamer in this audience, but like, I don't really care. I know I like Octopath Traveler's awesome. And Dragon Quest are awesome and the remakes are cool or whatever. I get it. Like those are classic amazing things. Well, Octopath is new. And I played Octopath I played the demo on Switch when the first Octopath came out. I'm like I could see I was like I love this. I want to play it. And I think a remake of 6 in that style would be incredible. But my point is it's like I don't care about Adventures of Elliot. I don't like I think it's cool that they're allowed to kind of express themselves and do different things, but it's like Square Enix has always been like, are we like, they finally had a hit MMO, and then it's like, they had tons of mobile games that were like gotcha games, and I like, I'm not saying that they're bad, but like they can just like, it's like they're just like deteriorating their main brand. But if you think about the golden era of Final Fantasy, what do you think of? You don't think about gotcha games. You don't think about even MMOs. You might think of Final Fantasy 14 and 11 a little bit, but you still kind of think of them as like that was like a comeback story, and now they finally succeeded at like taking over WoW. But WoW was like, it's stale. It's and still super popular, but it's like, it's not like they were like the dominant force when WoW was the dominant force. It's just like WoW, slowly people had lost interest. But I don't know. To me, it's like you remember the golden era of Square was like Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 10, right? Like I was not a PlayStation gamer. I tell you guys this. I didn't have a Super Nintendo, so I didn't play like the older, SNES JRPGs, but I knew who Square Enix was, and I knew that like Final Fantasy was like a force to be reckoned with. But like they weren't doing any of these in between stuff, and I know that you got to spread the market and you got to try to make money everywhere you can. But it's like I feel like they lost sight of their core franchises, and they just kind of were like put out everything. If they could get back to like a more focused approach, because you have some, you have like Rockstar. I mean, I'm not trying to compare Square Enix to Rockstar, but Rockstar, because they're not a publisher, they're a developer, but they make Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto. Obviously, that's like the most popular game in the world for us adults, at least. And then they have like CD Projekt Red. We have like The Witcher and Cyberpunk. You had Bethesda Game Studios. It's like they had Fallout and they have Elder Scrolls, and they did Starfield or whatever. But it's like with BioWare, when BioWare was good, it's like they had Mass Effect and Dragon Age, and like it's like Square Enix, I know that they're way bigger than just those because they were whole publishers and they had all this bloat. But that's why I was excited to hear that the new CEO was like, we're going to take it back to our like Japanese roots and we're going to focus on our main franchises, But it seems like from that, like people aren't happy with the direction that they're going, and they're just not as big as they want them to be. So I don't know. He didn't put the rant cam. Let's see. Javier, you didn't put the rant cam, by the way. This is the rant cam. I'm on this screen. We can talk about it. You can see your chat here that I never get to until like 15 minutes later. Alyssa says the biggest thing I got from all that rang very true is that don't have a clear true plan on how to resolve things, at least not for announced investors. Yeah. It's like they're kind of just saying stuff, but they're like, how is that actually going to happen? They want concrete, like quantitative deliverables. WoW is all about killing God and then killing God +1, then God +2. There's always a more powerful God. And then Alyssa says, as Final Fantasy Union pointed out, Kirio's plan is very similar to at least 2 of CO's, just worded differently with no current announced long-term goals. But yeah, in that video, but he still had to kind of say like, he didn't have anything to hide behind, right? It's like everything's kind of the chips are all falling, and so he has to be like owned that like they're gonna have a negative year or whatever. So that I feel like, but I mean, if it were me, I would love to get more Final Fantasy games like mainline ones, and I want to focus on their big things. I know that they got to focus on cutting costs of like these big AAA stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. And then let's see here. Oh, yeah. Javier says, just got the Red Dead Redemption 4K for free on my Xbox S. because I had it on digital since then back then. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, because they did like that free upgrade with Xbox, right? Rant cam is the full screen sprint so we can see the blood in your eyes. I want you guys to be able to see the chat, you know? No, it's fine. It's totally cool. We're never gonna get to tactics if I don't switch over. So anyway, thanks for letting me rant for a bit. But yeah, I want to let me I want you guys, I trust you guys in your opinion. You know more about this than I do. But I just want you to, we'll talk about some of the comments on our latest video. You guys already knew that I was planning on making this. You've already seen the long form content, so it's not a huge deal, but let's go over there. Okay. I've got our comments pulled up. I don't know if we zoom in here. Okay. So yes, we just released What Is Going On, and I have the whispers here. I actually don't know if the white whispers represent Aerith or the planet or fate. Oh, hey, Jolie's here, guys. Oh, our 3-year-old is underneath like the bed where like toys and puzzles are. You want me to come get him? Or should we just leave him? I can grab him if you want. You can pull out the drawers and then just get to him. Anyway, sorry. Did you ever do that as a kid? Like, yeah, dude, Toolman, you're right here. You're the first, man. We don't talk about the whispers. Let's end it. When I was a kid, I used to sleep in my parents' closet. It was like the only closet that was big enough to like lay down in, but I thought that was fun. I would like sneak in at night and like lay on their shoes for some weird reason. But my 3-year-old he's been sleeping in his older brother's room. They have bunk beds. And because when our 8-month-old turns 1, we put him in his own room. He sleeps in our room right now. This is why he came to stream, so you could hear about our family trauma. But yeah, anyway, so like he's crawled underneath the bed and Jolie can't get to him. I don't know if he's sad or if he's just sleeping there. But anyway, okay. He has like a pillow and a blanket underneath the bed. So he's set up his own like little nook and underneath the mattress underneath the bed. Cool kid. He's funny. Okay. She didn't come in and say hi, but she poked her head in, so hi Jolie. Anyway, what was I saying? Remind me what I ran. Okay, let's see. We don't know. Alyssa says we don't know what was it. Never announced full games, but we know all the mobile games they dropped, and Nightsky said the numbers they showed probably aren't far off from what Square has. Okay. And then yes, I've got your comment on blast. Okay, so like you guys know that I've been talking about the whispers for a while. It's funny because like I get like people think like take us literally in the video. If you guys watched it, it's just like I just cut together all the whisper stuff that we're talking about, and I'm like, what's going on? Like it's weird. I'm obviously not saying that like there are black whispers now. Like that makes no sense. Like there are white ones, but like of course, right? Of course they're different. And of course they're implying that something is weird. My whole thing is like, why? Maybe they're coming up in the like, okay. From what I've learned from talking to you guys and from, you know, like taking you guys are like rewatch what happens in remake, like Sephiroth absorbs them or he's like in control of them, which is just like funny to me because like why is he in control of them? Because he's the antagonist of the story. He can just do that because magic antagonist plot magic. I don't know. I can run with it. It's fine, right? I obviously recognize that like they're different and that they don't adhere to the rules, But that's my problem, is like when a story sets up like a thing and then they change it to suit their storytelling needs, it just feels like they're like a story MacGuffin, and they're just used for when the writers want to do something different, you know? It's like if you have a tool for something, it's like a video game controller. It's like a video game controller is defined, it's used to like control games, but then it also can like be an egg beater, and you just turn the vibrate on and it'll like it beats the eggs. It's like, yeah, it could do that, but it was defined as like one thing, but now we're not, like, we can use it to make breakfast. That's a stupid analogy, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's lazy writing, because you're not like putting the effort into, you know, I know that like they're foreshadowing a little bit of stuff, and like Sephiroth absorbs the whispers that were already black, or that they were the gray ones, and that now some follow him, and those are the black ones, and then the white ones were the gray ones, and then they turn to the white ones because they want fate to still be adhered to, but is this the same reality or is it not? Like, people act like this. No, it makes perfect sense. It's like, I don't think it I don't think it does. So anyway, let's go through some comments and you can tell me if I'm crazy. Lissa says, hi Jolie, have fun with the kids and their toys. Yeah, she's crawling under the bed. Probably the best not to get into why we can't possibly control them. Technically, if they do things right, and it should be explained in part 3. Okay, but hands in the air. Okay. Anyway, let me go to a few things here. Let's see. There was one that was like making me laugh. Biggles, here's your comment. It's all going according to plan. It's like, I think the whispers are more of a mechanic to get people talking online than they are to actually like forward the story, you know? And then some people say stuff like this, like, the whispers are the manifestation of FS7 purists who refuse to accept the expansion of the Final Fantasy VII universe. It's like there was like that meta-analysis. It's like, these are the fans who like don't want things to change, but we're going to change them. And I remember that being a thing like early on in Remake, but then it was like, no, like, you know, I don't know if that was actually true. Like, the developers weren't like, we made these whispers to like be the voices for the people who wouldn't like the changes that we were making. Anyway, some people say just let them cook. I'm like, yeah, if they pull it off. So yeah, Joshua, I think he's been on stream before. Josh is cool. He says, y'all are completely missing the point. The point is that Sephiroth absorbed the Black Whispers in Remake, so he controls them now. They showed that after Cloud and Team kill the Harbinger of Fate. Like, I've watched the clip and they like go into his sword or something. It's like, and I've just kind of say, I mean, sure, but I'd say that you're missing the point of like what we're saying in the video. We're not saying that things haven't changed or that Sephiroth isn't controlling the Black Whispers. It's obvious he is. We're saying the developers are using them for whatever need the story demands instead of clearly defining them like they were in Remake. So Sephiroth can control them now because, like I was saying, antagonist plot magic. There's no explanation, just more questions. We're open to them explaining why in part 3, but if they don't, it's a major fail, you know? And this is like, he gives an explanation. So let's read this explanation and tell me if this is like good or bad. And it sounds like, and I think Josh says he's like played every Final Fantasy game like when it's come out, so he knows what he's talking about. I thought this was funny. Add Final Fantasy files or whatever. I can tell you why. They explain it on the way to a smile, and I'm like already like blaring red flags. It's like, you can't explain stuff in a book and expect me to just play the games and to understand what was explained in some book. He says, but going just off the game content, which so he did good. The White Whispers is under the planet control, and the Black Whispers under Sephiroth control. Tifa tells us this when telling Cloud and crew. The Black Whispers was under the Harbinger of Fate, which is the big thing that we kill at the end of Remake, right? But you kill it, and Sephiroth absorbed it, which we see in the cutscene. Okay, sure. Does he absorb all of them? Because I also saw a cutscene where Zack is watching a bunch of those whispers around Midgar, and then they just disappear. They don't go into Sephiroth's sword, but maybe that's the white ones. I don't know. Okay, if you look, the whale weapons are the ones controlling the White Whispers. Hence, when you damage it, the White Whispers come out of it, just like when they damage the Harbinger of Fate of Sephiroth. So what that means is, it means when the planet makes a weapon, it has to make it from whispers. See, I would never have gotten here. I would never have been like, the weapons are made of whispers. Aerith describes the whispers in Remake as being the voice and memories of the planet, hence why when you touch a person, the person that can see the advents, and they can absorb memories that you're not supposed to have, and that's what's given to you by the outside means. She goes on to say that Sephiroth can't hear them. It's just like water rolling off his back. Red said the whispers were there to ensure the timeline doesn't change, which was true while the Harbinger was controlling them. So what do we know? We know that Sephiroth can absorb a weapon and control it by defeating it. I didn't know that. I didn't know that the whispers made the weapons. Is that what they are? You can imply that. I just thought it was like, Ernest take like their antibodies. I didn't know like the weapons were just made solely of whispers. And then does that mean like materia is made of whispers because their memories? Isn't that just like a thing, fragmentation of like the live stream condensed in something? So is materia made of whispers? I don't know. But I kind of this is fun theory crafting, but I'm not getting any of this from playing the games. But maybe I'm not deep enough. I don't know. Hence why they can touch. Oh, sorry. She goes on to say that Sephiroth can hear. Okay, yeah, Red. So what do we know? We know that Sephiroth can absorb a weapon and controlling it by defeating it. We know that every time he does this, he gains a little more control over the planet. This is all building up to the northern crater on how Sephiroth takes control over some of the weapons from the planet, along with the whole other reason on the way to a smile. This is given more context. Okay, I can tell you exactly what's happening. So maybe he's talking about some stuff that happened in part 3. Aerith is dead. Read the book, and what will happen, and who who is going to end up controlling the White Whispers again. Read the book. I'm not going to read the book. I'm not going to read it. It's fine. Maybe Jolie will read it. Maybe Ernest will read it. I'm the casual guy who my perspective is I will give you my takes as like I'm playing the game. And if they're not doing a good enough job to explain it to me and I have to do this required reading, that's a fail. This is why people don't like your game, Square Enix. This is why they're all confused because they're like, what are you even doing? Just make an awesome, well-told story. The bar is much higher than it was in 1997. You could get away with some shenanigans and like you kill God or like whatever, but now people have cinematic storytelling with motion capture actors and actually like good defined villains that do things like that's what Square Enix needs to up their game on. I said it. Aerith is just okay. I'll give you minor spoiler, connect the dots, but the book calls one side the positive live stream, the other the negative live stream. Only hint. So anyway, let's see what you guys are saying. Javier says, Genova, a.k.a. the Emperor, has hired the Dark Whispers since the party killed their former boss. And Sephiroth is now the manager now. It's really simple, see, Spencer, obvious. It makes perfect sense once you unconsciously fill all the gaps in your knowledge with your assumptions. Ooh, books, says Bagel. I mean, immediately bad because he's using outside game sources. No, not the books. Actually, in the Ultimania, none of this is confirmed. Also, I think that is just because YouTube just did that weird thing. Gotcha. I get something similar in replies to people comments sometimes. Okay, gotcha. He's stating it though, not saying it's a theory. Sure. And I know, every time Josh has been on, he's a cool guy. Josh just told us this is what he thinks, and I like that he's confident in what he thinks, and that's fine. That's the cool part of these games. I don't have a problem with it, but I think it's funny when I come in as I'm a newcomer and I think this is convoluted and stupid. They're like, you should know this. You should read the books. You should know, Spencer. And I'm like, why should I know this? I don't think I should know this. Anyway, so let's see. One of the defining aspects of Final Fantasy VII is things not making sense without the context you get at the end. Why would you expect the mystery make sense before the end? I don't know. Because they made it into 3 parts. Remake had a self-contained story and it worked, even though I had questions. I was intrigued for it. after Rebirth, I'm just thinking like, holy crap, what are they even going to do? That's my problem. It's like they chose to make it into 3 parts, and I get it. If it had been one full game, then one full game, then they would have, answered the questions in the entire runtime of the game. So, yes, people they're like, just let them cook, like let them have part 3. And I am open to having my mind changed. Obviously, guys, I'm not worried about, I am worried about like where they might go with the story, but like I am leaving, I'm leaving my mind open to having my mind changed about their storytelling direction if they pull it off. And it sounds like they've already played through it. They know the criticisms. Like, they don't watch our channel and nobody cares about the Final Fantasy files. Like, it's like we're just whatever. But like they're listening to criticism online and obviously being like, okay, like this doesn't work. I'm pretty sure like Rebirth is going to be like the black sheep unless they do some crazy like 4D chess move in part 3 and it retroactively answers like all the weird scenes of like the ending and stuff. And it's like, oh, that makes everything. And that could happen with like Cloud's mind, all the twists there. I don't know. I'm open to it. But yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying. Biggle says, in much the same way water is composed of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom, a weapon is composed of 77 whispers. Duh. Of course, it's just science. It's JRPG science, you guys. Of course. I just don't know that science. I need to get acquainted with the JRPG scientists. Who wants, that's so funny, Biggles. Who wants required reading with their video game? I don't mind required reading, but it has to just add context. It cannot be crucial to answering questions. It can never be that. Can never be that. If it is, that's really bad. Javier says, you know nothing, Spence Snow. Haha, right, Bigglesworth? Oh, I know that's a Game of Thrones reference. Literally have a firmer grasp of real-world quantum mechanics than I do of the Final Fantasy VII story. We've already seen. You have a firmer grasp of quantum mechanics. Gotcha. And Alyssa's laughing. I mean, they knew the issues people had with Remake, which was part of the reason Rebirth was so open and expansive. Yeah, anyway, so Final Fantasy Files also not unclear why he can control them. Cloud killed their boss and Sephiroth is in the live stream. Okay. And then someone else says, I didn't know the Harbinger was officially a weapon. Thanks. It's like, okay, cool. Maybe. What else are people saying? This kind of goes to Javier's. Like, Javier sent me a video. He said to follow up on like the kerfuffles, like the ongoing debates about the localization of these games and how like the English localization is pretty bad and it keeps changing things. Maybe I watched a little bit of it or I watched something else. I just know something they were like the localization. Maybe I did watch it, Javier. Maybe you could tell me if this is what they're talking about. But I remember them talking about how like it changed something. I remember a clip being like, they turned Barrett into this like person who wants to murder someone, but it's like totally not that. He was just saying like, let's go check it out. But in the English translation, he's like, let's go kill this son of a bitch or something. It's like, whoa, that changed a lot. But like, okay, that's on Square Enix. If like the localization is changing the story so much that like someone like me I am to all you anime fans and to all you purists out there, this will make you mad. I will never here for you, Javier. Can you see the blood in my eyes? I will never, unless I learn Japanese, I will never watch an anime. I will never consume media in a language that's not native to my own. And I know that sounds like super pretentious and like whatever, because it's like I'm enjoying a medium that's like obviously designed and voice acted in Japanese first. But like, I'm such a like animation stan. I'm such an like I have to like I'm such a snob for like what's happening visually that I am not going to be reading and trying to like process that and enjoy the content like and the graphics and the animation work and the art direction. I know people say like it's fine. Like people love subtitles. I don't care for subtitles. If like people were like, well, the audio mixing's bad and it's good to always have like then you're catching more things if you have the subtitles or whatever. It's like, yeah, then the audio mixing was bad and they should like have cleaned that up. I want to be immersed in the game that I'm playing and enjoying it. When I have to read subtitles, it drives me crazy. I'm a dubbed stan like through and through, even if the dub is bad. Like I don't know any better. And sure, it's like people are screaming at me right now. It's like, it's so much better in Japanese. And it's like, how am I supposed to know that? Do I speak Japanese? Like the way that they perform and act, I'm going to think it's weird. Like every time I listen to a Japanese edit, I have not like acclimated myself to the acting style of the Japanese actors or whatever. So every time that I listen to a mousy Japanese girl speak, I'm always like, okay, that's not real. Like nobody talks like that. Or like when I listen to, some, the protagonist, like bad A Japanese character that's like, like I'm like, that was my Japanese impression. I'm not trying to be racist or mean in any way, but like, it's like, that's what it sounds like to me. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I will always be a fan of good localization. So like they can make their product in a way that, translate to my preferences, And so I know that's the point of localization. Localization is to take something that's from a different culture in a different country and to not only just directly translate it, but to also, localize it for the language and the customs of the Western audience or wherever, right? Not just America, but we just happen to be like the biggest market. So they do it. And I know that things get lost in translation. So Javier sent me this video and it's like the translation isn't even real. But like, what drives me nuts is like, they're like, well, see, like in this translation, like Aerith is like actually Aerith is Cloud's lover or whatever. And I'm like, okay, like, and then it's like, but in this translation, it proves that Tifa is the love interest. Or in this translation, they messed up on this localization part, and this obviously tells us that like, what's happening in Rebirth or Remake or whatever. And I'm like, okay, if they screwed up so royally that like they are changing plot points that bad, I have a hard time believing that they messed up so bad that it get greenlit. It kind of just feels like, okay, maybe this is me being naive and casual, but it kind of just feels like people like want something to argue about over online. So they have this little nugget of that the translation or the localization was off. Is it really off like astronomically, or is it just little nuggets that are lost and people can point to? It's like, well, this is better. It's like, I can see things getting lost in translation. That's why we have that phrase, right? But if they're screwing up, it's hard for me to believe that they're screwing up so royally that like the whole meaning is lost of what the game is even about. So, okay, I'm speaking in absolutes or, in like exaggerated fashion. I do think that like it can be concerning to some people if like the English translation is bad. It's like, you can point that out, but like it shouldn't be so bad that like the fandom has to. I think this is just like a symptom of us not having any news to talk about. So yeah, Toolman says localization isn't that big of a deal. That's kind of how I feel, right? This is the rant cam that Javier knows and loves. I can't imagine catching the nuance of a line delivered in English if it was delivered in Japanese. There's no much more than the literal words, the pauses, the breaths, the puns, the double meanings. Yeah. It's like you lose all of that. I don't know how Japanese, like what their culture's like. I didn't grow up speaking Japanese. I don't know about the pauses or the phrases or the things that hit, you know? And it's up to the localizer that, you know, understands Japanese, but also understands how to translate that to a, you know, different audience. Alyssa says, to a certain extent, the devs have to trust the localizers translating it correctly. And I think it's good. Like if it's bad, like we should criticize them. They shouldn't just get away scot-free if they made mistakes. Definitely not as bad as when it was in the 90s. Yeah, and that's notoriously bad. And that was just a translation because there was no voice acting. Right? So they had to like translate it for like what they think people would talk like. There have been some small cases where Square Enix goes back and makes them change his lines years later in order to serve the overall plot, but those are exceptions. Yeah, like wasn't there like some change recently that like they changed something with Dine and Barrett or whatever? And I'm like, I don't like everyone's up in arms about it because it's not like the original. I'm like, I didn't play the original. I thought that scene was kind of affecting, but like a little weird. And they're like, oh no, the OG was so better. Oh man, like Dine was this like bad A, like he was gonna kill Marlene, and which is cool. Like I get it, they changed it. That was a decision that they made. And when I go back and play the OG, I can have that opinion. But I don't know. I think people just like it's just more food for people to like consume, and then they're like, yes, I have something to talk about. You know what I mean? Yo, Spencer, stop, dude. Do you want me to stop? Am I being bad? What's up, Franco? Am I just like being the worst? Let's see here. Biggle says there have been some cases that Square Enix goes, okay, that's what you said. All right. That's the key, Spencer. A good localization, but if it's bad, the story gets hurt, like the OG. Maybe it's on purpose this time. Haha. Well, I'm not saying you're wrong, Javier. What I'm saying is it really that big of a deal? And Javier, like what Toolman's saying, it's not that big of a deal. I think it's interesting to kind of see, like, I've been complaining a lot about the writers, right? And I do this a lot, but you have Final Fantasy, wow, I cannot think, Final Fantasy VII re-trilogy or whatever that we're doing here, right? And it's like, if the writer's original intent was one way and then it gets lost in translation, kind of like you guys were saying, the OG in 97 was, it's like, there are some things that are like so wrong in that, right? That's not good. But if we're giving them a pass, like, oh, the whispers totally make sense if in this localization, right? It's like, dude, does it? Does it? Anyway, so my rant about subs versus dubs. I'm like a dubs guy, and I am 1000% okay with being completely ignorant to like how it's supposed to be, because I'm not some purist who's like, oh, the anime is supposed to be experienced like this is how the Japanese actors did it. It's like, I'm not Japanese. I don't know how they act. I could never tell you if that was good or bad because I would have zero understanding of how to critique that. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's a lot of people who, you know, and they can develop a preference for that. Maybe they only watched with subtitles and they love it. That's cool. And then they can say like, oh, I like it because I've grown up watching subtitled anime or games or whatever, you know? I didn't do that. So I have no allegiance to the Japanese version, is what I'm saying. Sorry. My nose is getting all plugged up. Oh, the sicknesses just won't leave me alone. Okay, so Franco says, yo, Spencer, stop, dude. I feel like Franco's like nervous. Am I saying some terrible things? Alyssa says, I think overall the intent is the same. They really just still, it's really just people's interpretation of that intent that can lead to some of the discussions. Yeah. What's up, Franco, says Alyssa. Oh, okay. You say, what's up, dude? And it's autocorrect. You didn't tell me to stop. Franco was like, shut the stream down, man. You're losing all your fans because you're crashing out about subs versus dubs. What's up, Breadcrumbs and Gaming? You say, or become legends like all their base are belong to us. That's probably a unique treasure. But that's still an example of the opposite. Totally. I went to China with Jolie's family. We ran the Great Wall Half Marathon. And there was they were doing construction, and like it was in a tourist area, so it had like the Chinese, you know, and then it also had like in English. And it said like they were repairing some structure, and it said repair thus to inconvenience you, please understanding. And it's become so like ingrained in our minds that we can just quote it. Repair thus to inconvenience you, please understanding. And it's like they were doing their best, and I couldn't do it. If I had to write something in Chinese, I would, butcher it for sure. But now with like AI and auto translators, it's like those things are going to go away soon. All your base art belong to us. Good call, breadcrumbs. Biggle says Japanese players are also confused about Sephiroth's motivations, the whispers, and the timelines. Okay. The best stories are culturally universal. I agree, Toolman. Yeah, it's like if it's a good story, then it stands the test of time, and like apparently Final Fantasy VII has, right? Jolie might say otherwise, but I'll let her say that. Let's see here. Japanese player regularly upload videos for on YouTube. They are super confused about what's going on. No, they're not confused. We have the answers here in the comments. For instance, the video of the dude mentions that the element of stopping fate, it's not about character's fate as the English-speaking think. It's fate changes the planet's demise. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, there's these little things, and maybe they're getting lost in translation. Melissa said that worked out real well for Amazon with anime recently. Yeah, I saw that going around. Like, I'm not talking about AI like actually voicing the characters. That was so bad. I'm talking about like translations, like the Chinese construction company can be like, how do we say like we're repairing this, please, like sorry for the inconvenience, instead of saying like repair thus to inconvenience you, please understanding. Yeah, I know, it's sad. Who knows? I hope like actors and creative still have a job. So it's not stopping Aerith's death according to him, or more like Japanese OG storytelling. Gotcha. So it's like that's a big plot beat if it's getting wrong. Okay, let's go back to this. My rant is over. They had the subtitles set for AI too, Spencer. Ooh. Yikes. Anyway. Oh no, wrong one. Sorry. You got to see the transition again. Okay, so this is what this would brought up the topic. It says, "Are you analyzing on the base of the English translated version? If so, you should switch to the Japanese with English subs." And I'm like, yeah, we've seen that there are a lot of issues with the local English localization, but are you saying that the confusion, the whispers are completely mitigated if we follow the Japanese, right? And then Josh comes back in and he's like, partly example, in Japanese version, Sephiroth doesn't beat around the bush that much. He is pretty much straightforward. Direct Gaming did a whole 1 hour video on this. But when it comes to the whispers, I think the English version lays it out there. They just make you really have to look. Okay? The Toolman says the JP with English sub just uses the English script, though. Yeah, right? So I don't know. It's like, unless you speak Japanese, you don't know. It's like you have to actually understand it. Final Fantasy V says no, but it adds the general confusion of many concepts like fate and destiny, the mood. The whole communication between the characters is different if you stick to the original script. And then see, it's like, I'm not even going to read all this. It's like the word fate is thrown around. It's like, it's just too much, guys. Like, your explanation is already more confusing than like the answer I'm looking for from the developers, Yeah, Ocean says what Toolman says. The English subs in Japanese are the same as the English translation, unfortunately. The only way for better is accurate English is to use a mod or like a fan translation, right? Okay, so that's the video that Javier sent me. Okay, cool. I like this guy. Is this I don't know. I feel like I know SPM3. I know that we've got like Plan C has a similar avatar, but it's probably not him. It's like now that Arbiter is gone, Fate belongs to Sephiroth because of course it belongs to Sephiroth. We beat Fate. Why doesn't it belong to us? Sephiroth isn't even there. He's in the live stream in the Northern Crater. I don't know if that's where he is. Is he in the Northern Crater? Like, or is this a different Sephiroth? It's like so many assumptions, right? But we see the whispers go into Sephiroth, or he controls them, or whatever. It's like he absorbs them. I get that, but it's like we have so many assumptions. Thus, the whispers aiding him in the rebirth, but not in remake. I'm hoping the game 3 we gain full understanding because kind of seems unnecessary, but Ernest's point is fire. I'm like, why are they aiding Sephiroth? Magical antagonist plot reasons again? Guess it depends on the end game, which is clear as mud at this point. So at least he admits that it's like confusing, you know? You know, the different behavior of the Whispers is a direct result of our actions at the end of part 1. We killed their boss. Okay. We killed their boss, so now there's 2 different Whispers, and they're no longer adhering to the Arbiters of Fate rule. Maybe some of them are, maybe some of them aren't. I don't know. Lame. Hands up. And then I was like, changing fate. Jenova uses visual mind games to take advantage of her prey, giving the intention you can save Aerith, but you really can't. Giving the impression that you have the ability to change the story, but you can't. Textbook manipulation. Only puppets like Cloud can believe that they can change fate. Cinematic brilliance. I like Bryce. He's commented a lot on the channel over the time, but I think this is just kind of ignorant. Like, this is just giving the developers way too much credit. It's like cinematic brilliance. Like, this is great. Jenova, textbook manipulation. It's like meta. We introduced the Whispers just to make you think that you could change fate, but you really can't. You can't save Aerith. So Jenova's just playing with us. Why does Jenova care about Aerith? I know Aerith like helps out with Holy or whatever in the end, but it's like, also the Whispers being different colors and having orbs is enough visual cue to tell the audience that these Whispers are different from the ones in Remake. You're supposed to pick that up, especially with the black ones being under Sephiroth's control. It's like, duh. I'm like, come on, Bryce. You obviously know that we get that, right? You're not listening to our criticism. Of course, the Black Whispers followed Sephiroth and Jenova or whatever. What we're saying is the developers use the Whispers as a catch-all for their story deviations. They aren't defined in Rebirth, and they're just asking us to trust them. We'll see if they earn that trust in part 3. I don't know. So this is my crash out. It's like I so many people just accept like what's happening and they don't question it at all. It's like, this is great. And then other people just totally outright reject it and say this is stupid. I'm in the middle. It's like, I'm okay. I'm willing to go along the ride of your, where are you taking us with these? But every time the Whispers come, I just think developers, writers. That's what I think of when I see them. I don't think of the characters or the story or the plot. I just think, okay, plot MacGuffins are coming in, and what do the writers want us to think, So, anyway, yeah, Javier said cinematic brilliance. Be nice to Bryce. He's around. He's a cool guy. But sometimes, like, he says stuff, and I'm like, Bryce, come on, dude. Like, don't just, like, they're different colors, so of course we know that they have different... It's like, yes, of course. I'm not blind. I can see that they're different. Oh, anyway. Alyssa said, I literally said the same thing out loud. Tool man, laugh out loud. That's the video. Okay, Javier said that to me. Instead of very poor form, Sephiroth says, you will be punished. Okay, still doesn't clarify anything. Spoiler alert, his death body is in the northern crater. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Okay. Cinematic brilliance. Yeah. Except Aerith said they could change fate multiple times. No, it's just Jenova was manipulating Aerith with the Whispers. It's textbook manipulation. It's fine. Including back in Remake, if he believes in that Aerith Jenova theory. That's the toxic positivity, Spencer. I know. And it's like, I don't want to like... This is my whole point as being like a 40-something-year-old streamer about a franchise that's like beloved. We call ourselves the Final Fantasy Files, and then we come in and we're just like, oh, like we're coming in to like criticize the things that they love. Like, I don't know if this is true or not, but like, when I did the whole toxic positivity, like I lost a bunch of, I'm not popular on Twitter or whatever, but I just kind of was saying some things. I was like, people just like accept this for what it is, and that's fine. But like, I have questions, and I think it's pretty clunky and weird. And hopefully they tell, like I've said a million times, you guys know. Part 3, hopefully we get some answers. Like, that's like, the most exciting thing for me in part 3 has nothing to do with game mechanics. It has nothing to do with like the adventure we're gonna go on. It has nothing to do with like what characters we're gonna meet. Like, all that stuff is good, but my number one priority is like, how are they gonna answer these questions?
I'm just terrified that they're not going to, right? And some people will just be like, whatever, just play it. It's fine. Go on the adventure. It's like, yeah, I will, and I'll enjoy it. But if they don't clear up this confusion, then like, I'm going to be like, that was so dumb. I'll like the journey, but then I'll think back on it and it's just going to sour. You know what I mean? Anyway. So yeah. Red herrings everywhere. No one knows the true nature of whispers. The game gives us clues, but there's instances from the community that it's all a big misdirection. A surprising story isn't necessarily a good one. Yeah, like to be clear, I thought the Whispers inclusion in remake were very cool. I think it was like it made the story interesting because, of course, like I've said this before, right? But Metal Gear Solid Delta came out this year, and it's just a like carbon copy remake of 3, Metal Gear Solid 3. I can't say that Metal Gear anyway. But it's like people have already forgotten about that game. It's just going to go back. It's like it's a prettier version, right? We're all talking about this because they made a choice to do something unique and different, and that's cool. But if you don't own up to the decisions that you've made, you don't explain why the ending of Rebirth kind of sucks, that you don't give us that payoff, that sucks. You know? Don't make it suck, Square. Make it cool. You have cool characters and a cool story. Franco says, yeah, the Whispers confuse me too. Final Fantasy fans, for the most part, have nostalgia tinted glasses, and it gets the better of them. Not all of them, but most of them. I like Final Fantasy, but not everything. They got hits and misses. Like everything is art. It's subjective. It's the eye of the beholder. Yeah, totally. Yeah, and I'm just like, I'll read this one and then we can hop on tactics here soon. But this one made me laugh. Cool. This is Granddaddy Otaku. I don't know who that is, but all right, Granddaddy Otaku. It's very simple. Laugh out loud. Throughout Final Fantasy Remake, the Whispers were trying to protect Fate Destiny. When we defeated the Arbiters of Fate, the Whispers were consumed by Sephiroth and thus became slaves to his will. It's like, that's a fine enough explanation, but you're just like assuming so much here. In other words, we helped the villain achieve his goal. This is like the logical leap that's so funny. It's like, obviously, this was Sephiroth's plan the whole time. Was for you to go through that portal that Aerith told you to like go through. He was manipulating Aerith from the future. Like, you guys, do you see like when I describe it, how it's just like, for someone like me who's never played the original and is not going to read the books and who isn't going to do that stuff. Like, I've already gone so much deeper into this lore than I ever would have because I'm like part of this channel. And Jolie has so graciously given me this platform so I can hang out with you cool people and I can have friends to stream with. Thank you for being my friends, guys. I have cool friends. Yeah, this leap to like, we helped the villain achieve his goal. I've heard that theory where it's like Sephiroth wanted all this to happen because if you kill Fate, then he's like, because Fate bound him, right? Because you beat him in the original. So if you can kill Fate, then he has a chance to change it or whatever, right? We break the change of fate. Those are the dark shadow whispers we see in Rebirth. By contrast, the white shadow whispers were not consumed or not taken over. Those whispers fight for the protection of destiny and fate. So he's saying that the white whispers are a continuation of the gray whispers and that they still fight to keep things from changing. But it was like, wasn't the whole point that we stopped fate? So, and they were like talked about it. They're like, if we do this, like it's going to change forever. Aerith tells us that many times. Red tells us that. It's like we see the vision of Advent Children or whatever. It's like, that's the fate if we don't win here today. All this stuff, it's just like, no, we're just gaslighting the players into being confused so that they'll talk about it until part 3. It's like, I don't think it's as clear. I don't think it's very simple. Okay, thank you. Yes, it's very simple. Anyway, but people are like, yeah, the remake does actually a good enough job without hours spelling it out. Anyway, I'm not going to read all of it. So it's just like, I'm excited that people like are on board, and I'm not mad at any of these people. I think they're cool, you know? This is my favorite comment. It says, "We don't talk about the whispers," from a guy named Toolman. Who's that guy? Nobody knows, you know? But it's like I'm criticizing a part of it, and I think it's like valid criticism, and people are like, nope, nope, nope. Toxic positivity, like just enjoy the story. Or then there's the people that have already written off the game, and they're like, the remake stuff sucks. I think the remake stuff's cool. Anyway, let me switch over to the game, and then we'll talk some more. For all of those that patiently waited for tactics, I always feel bad because we go on these rants, but tell me in the chat if you think my rants are the worst. I'm just telling you how I feel, guys. Let's see. Bigglesworth says, I want to be able to finish part 3, then go back and play remake, rebirth, and the foreshadowing should be like well-constructed riddles, self-evident once you have the answer. I mean, that would be ideal, right, Biggles? That would be cool. Not in Final Fantasy, Javier. It's cinematic brilliance. My bad, Alyssa, he says. I'll forgive you this time. Sephiroth playing 40 chess. Big brain plays. Defying fate is a gambit that can benefit either party, good or bad. Yeah, that's true. No, but he's got it figured out, guys. I can never tell, Biggles. Is that you, or is Aerith Lives or else someone else? Like, are you on your phone and your like laptop or something, and you're just like chatting to us twice? Or are you two separate people? Not in Final Fantasy, Javier. It's cinematic brilliance. Oh, sorry, yeah. That's what you said. Alyssa says it's missing the Final Fantasy files heart, though. I'm guessing that's what FFF means. All right, Chapter 4 of Tactics. In the name of love, I wonder which two pivotal characters from another Final Fantasy game will encounter. Every time you want to stand for, like, the Clarith, you hop on that account. Because you're saying that we get to meet Aerith and Cloud in Chapter 4, right? I know, it's already spoiled. You're losing your voice, Spencer. I know, I am. It's going away. I'm drinking water. I'm all stuffed up here, guys. And it's been like that for like since before Thanksgiving. You just never get better when you have children. Your rants are valid. Well, thanks for validating me, Alyssa. I don't know if that's true. Again, you're gonna have to tone it down. Your health is more important, so make sure you're hydrating and resting your voice. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe on Wednesday's stream we can just like, it's the day before the Game Awards. I'm not going to do a Game Awards stream because it's like you guys have like more important streamers to go watch with than me. But you guys should go. You should maybe on Wednesday or something we could talk about like our predictions or something and have a fun little chill stream. Maybe we could do a test run and we could figure out call-ins or something if you guys wanted to. Would that be weird if I was like, hey, do you want to call in? Because I know that's like nerve-wracking for some people. You'd rather just chat. It's like, what if they don't like the sound of my voice? Or if I say something and I'm nervous? That's fine too. You don't have to participate. Streams are cool for lurking and hanging out. But yeah, check it out, guys. I was playing and I got like this side quest. I was talking to Ustadio and his dad. And they like were like, oh, one of the stones activated his stuff. But more important streamers, I don't know. Like, if you want Final Fantasy stuff, go check out Subtext. Go check out Night Sky Prince. Go check out Final Fantasy Union. Go check out all those guys. I don't know. Side quest is number one priority or in number one priority. I could do it, but I also at work when you stream, so don't want to be yelling on your stream. Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, we would like we could stream earlier, but we can't because we have kids. But like, this is the time that works for us, you know, and that's why it's so late. But because Jolie and I have teased around like the idea of us streaming together, but I feel like it would have to be like this time, and we'd have to be like watching the baby monitor if the kids woke up or something. Side quest is Cloud Aerith. Okay. Well, then that's what we're doing. Jolie, stop watching if you're watching. I'm ahead of her now. She's like, you're spoiling the story. But that'd be cool, Alyssa. Yeah, I mean, like, because I like, you guys are smart people. The one thing, I don't know if this is true, but like, we want to cultivate an audience that's intelligent. I don't know, that sounds bad. But like, you guys are smart people and you're intelligent. You understand that we can have criticisms and we don't hate each other, you know? So, anyway, yeah, say you guys are up there with the rest of them, Spencer. Stops. Well, I don't know. It's like I've never streamed before. I just hopped on and you guys are cool. You guys should do a co-op stream. We want to hear Jolie's takes too. You would love Jolie's takes. She is way cooler than me. She has like so many opinions and she's like very well spoken. So Jolie's, we will do a stream together. We're planning on doing it. Jolie, she's so funny. I don't know if she's watching right now, but I'll be real with you guys here. I told, like, when I started streaming, I was like, I don't care if I get any viewers. I get to just hang out and talk. And I get to, like, you know, play games. And I was like, I don't expect anyone to watch me. Like, I've done streaming before, but it was never for, like, a channel that we had developed, you know? It was just like, oh, let's stream so, like, my brother in another state can hop on and make fun of us or whatever, you know? And it was like, if I get like one viewer, that'd be cool. And it's probably going to be me on my phone, you know, because I turned on the stream and I forgot to turn it off. So I was telling Jolie this. I was like, you can't expect anyone to show up and watch you, you know? But then like every time we're done with the stream, she'll be like, this is like how many people you had. And it's really great, you know? And I was like, oh, that's cool, you know? I think it's awesome when people show up, but I don't know if like what I'm doing is fun. I don't know if like, I always feel bad because I label it like the Final Fantasy Tactics stream and we don't get to Final Fantasy Tactics until 2 hours in and they're probably like, oh, like this guy's the worst. And then we probably lost a lot of people that wanted to just play Tactics. And then I'm like, we're going to make a video game GIF. They're like, why are we making a video game GIF? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just doing what I think is fun. So anyway, yes, you would like Jolie's takes. But I told her that she, like, you can't worry about numbers or whatever. My software doesn't even work some of the times. So, because I use Streamlabs. And sometimes it tells me that we're, like, it was like we were at 8 viewers. And then it jumps up to, like, 17. And it goes down to 12. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe people are dipping in and out. But I'm like, you can't do it and expect to have everyone watch you, you know? But although Jolie would be entertaining and people would get the entertainment they were looking for if she was streaming. So anyway, that's my long answer. Javier says, no one asked me and who care about my time, but this time works better for me. Oh, right on, Javier. I'm glad it works for somebody, like, you know, because I know other people are streaming at like 10 o'clock in the morning and they go like forever. And I'm like, this is the only time that works for me. You do have to do some of the main story to get Cloud. Yeah, just do the side quest eventually. It'll force you to do the main quest anyway. I'm not saying this is a bad time for me, just saying that you may have to deal with if I called in. Oh, gotcha. Well, anyway, like, yeah, are you guys the type of people that would want to, like, participate in something like that? Would it be worth my time to try and figure out how to get a call and stuff? Like, put you in a lobby and then have you come in and we could chat? Like, I think it'd be fun to chat with you guys, but maybe you guys would think that's dumb. Biggles is 2. Okay, so we actually have 16 people watching because Biggles is 2 of the 17. Yeah, I'm at 17, so that's cool. But I don't usually look at the numbers. It's fun. Like when I see the when numbers go up, it's fun. But I never feel like people should feel obligated to watch me or my content. But anyway, enough about this. Let's see what this side quest is all about. Javier says, if you're not a streamer, you would have no chat, Spencer. That's true, but I don't know. I think you're too nice to me, Javier. You like interact with the chat more than me. You're always being nice, talking to people. If you're not liked as a streamer, you'd be alone. Streaming is like parenthood. There is no known way. You find your way and hope for the best. Well, I don't know. You guys are great. It's this was just an experiment. I'm like, I'm gonna play tactics, and I've been so pleased with everybody just having a good time, and I feel overwhelmed, you know, like from the super chats and everything. I just can't like Alyssa and Franco and Biggles, but even the people that aren't paying, it's like I'm just glad that you're having a good time. So, you guys are kind, and you deserve praise for just hanging out with us. All right, wait, I went here. What's happening? Do I go to the tavern?
A warm welcome to you.
A warm welcome to you. My voice is going away, but I can talk like this guy.
You're interested then?
What do I have to like do a specific? I don't even know how to look at my quests. Errands or something here. Do you guys know how I do this? I've never gotten a side quest in this game until now. And then I like kind of rushed it because I was leveling. Rumors. Okay, thank you. Tavern. Rumors. Ah ha ha ha.
This seems interesting. Mayhap I should
Subtext says, yo, so what's happening Thursday? I'm thinking of low-key night. See? You guys should go watch Subtext. Don't watch me. I'm not going to do a Game Awards stream. Go watch someone like Subtext who knows what he's talking about. I'm losing my voice, Subtext. What's up, man? He says, what's happening? I'm thinking of low-key night. Part 3, Kingdom Hearts 4, Half-Life 3, Persona 6, Portal 3. Nothing too big, you know. You are a wild man, Subtext. I don't know. We're thinking that we'll get a teaser. It'll be like a teaser trailer to... Or not a teaser trailer, but it'll be like... Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming to Switch and Xbox or whatever, right? And then at the end, I'm thinking that there'll be like a little teaser for reunion or return or whatever, you know. Javier says, measure your voice or we won't have a stream on Wednesday or Friday. That's true. I don't know. Jolie says when I shouldn't talk low. Yes, Javier, it's Final Fantasy VII Rebake. No, like when I talk, she's like, you should talk really high. Because apparently if you talk in a higher register, then it doesn't affect your chords. She always used to lose her voice. Everyone's leaving the stream now. Okay, let's see. How do I do this? Okay, monsters have infested the many coal mines of Goland. A coalition of miners petition Baron. See, this is the problem with tactics. There's so many proper nouns. How am I supposed to know who this Baron is? How am I supposed to know what these mines are? I'm just going. Okay, whatever.
Anything else? Thank you.
I don't have time to read it on stream. That's boring, and my voice is going. Yeah, this is my real voice. I'm Nanaki. Thanks for coming to stream, guys. All right, let's do it. Yeah, heads up. Jolie's almost next Monday. We'll release part 4 of chapter 9, and we'll be done with chapter 9. So then we get to go to Cosmo Canyon. We haven't even recorded it yet, so probably record it like over Christmas break or something. I don't know. Oh, that's so funny, Alyssa. When I was like mocking the Japanese voice actors, and when it's like they always have this high-pitched voice, it's like that's not how real people talk. If we ever do a call-in show, your voice is gonna be lovely. Don't feel bad about that. My voice is whatever, you know. I'm losing it right now, but I'm sure you have a lovely voice, so don't worry about that. Yeah, but we are still in Gongaga, but we will be recording chapter 10 here soon. I have to play it, so I'll probably play it over Christmas break, and then we'll record it. I've already played it, but on hard mode. You don't remember Count Matthias of the Gilgamesh? He was huge in Act 1. I unfortunately have a... Okay. I'm here for Mickey Mouse, Spencer. Oh, I do. I have a pretty good Mickey Mouse impression.
Good day to you. Might I interest you in a drink?
Haha! Oh boy! Wow! Tavern Master's swell! Should I just talk in my Mickey voice? Okay.
Mayhap you might. Have you any milk?
It's pretty good, right, Soulman? You got to learn these things for when you are a dad and you've got young boys. I'll do it, man. Wow! We need to get the Master Keyblade! It's not very good right now. Can't do it.
I like you already. I've not had a customer order milk before. Yeah. You've seen your share of battle, have you not? Got that look about you.
Ramses is this hardened warrior and he asks for some milk.
You mean to say the stories were true? There are monsters in Golland.
Golan's the mine, right? Yep, there's monsters there.
Hordes of them, causing all sorts of trouble. They had to close the mines. Couldn't have come at a worse time with the war and all.
Why is Mickey shirtless in Kingdom Hearts 1? Is he? I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 1. Milk does a body good. Yeah. I remember all the milk ads. Anyway, subtext. You guys should go to subtext stream or someone who's streaming the Game Awards. Because we're not going to stream it. But, yeah, you guys should all go to his channel. He doesn't need our... I think most of you guys watch him anyway. But, he's got good takes. And I like... The thing I like about subtext is that he has a really critical lens, but he's also fair to the Final Fantasy fans, but he will say what he thinks regardless of, you know, any backlash that he may get, because he's not like solely a Final Fantasy streamer, but he probably got popular because of his amazing video, you know? But he has great takes on other video games as well. So he would be a cool place to go too, because he knows a lot about a lot of other video games that'll probably get announced.
At times as these, knights are too busy slaying each other to deal with beasts.
Times as these.
The towns raised a call for hunters.
You can swing a sword, aye? There's coin to be had in this.
Well, I can swing a sword.
I care not for coin. I would go to aid the people in their plight.
Dude, Ramses is so good. He needs to cool it with being such a like just this goody two shoes. I don't do it for money. Yeah, right, Ramza. You get tons of gil after every battle.
A man of honor, are we? Few enough of those these days.
He's not, Tavern Master.
If only Lord Barbeneth was still alive, he'd do something about it.
Oh, that's my dad.
I was meaning to say, though, there's one among them no hunter can best.
Biggle says, adventure is my reward.
A mean one, eh? What manner of beast?
A beast of legend, the holy dragon. They want it felled at any cost.
Are we gonna fight a dragon? Ramza would be death in the first episode of Game of Thrones. Yeah, he would die right away. You know what I was thinking about? I should not go on another rant, but like, the reason why Final Fantasy VII is so beloved is because they kill off one of the most, like, the main characters in, like, halfway through the game or whatever. Do they do that as much? Like, they always save it for the end, you know? It's like, this character dies, or you think they die. It's like, maybe I'm dumb. Maybe there's other Final Fantasy games that do this, but I like the death coming early and, like, committing to it, you know? But we're going to get her back, right, Biggles?
You mean to go?
I'll do it to protect them.
Yes, at least to learn more.
Yeah,
If there
for
is
sure,
aught I might
Alyssa.
do to help, then help I will.
But do like people die in... I know, like, do people die in 8, 9, and 10?
That's the spirit. Gods be with you then.
Is Luna in 10? Did she die? It's okay. Spoil it, Javier. I don't care. Although we might play that on stream, so...
If you leave for the mines of Golland, would you not hire my sword to accompany you?
Yes, swordsman.
I
Don't
believe
spoil
we've made
it,
acquaintance.
Javier. It's fine. I don't even know who Luna is, and I'll forget by the time we play.
I am Beowulf, a hunter. I pursue the holy dragon of which they speak. It has been my purpose for many a year.
This is so funny. Jolie, like, corrected me on my pronunciation of Beowulf, like Ramses' last name. I used to say it like Beowulf, you know? And now we actually meant Beowulf. So now it's going to just do numbers on me. You sure you want 10 spoilers? I know things about 10. I know about Titus. I know. I just know because I live with Jolie. But I don't know what actually happens in the games. This is like my problem. When I talk about like, I know what happens in Final Fantasy VII, the OG. I don't really know. I just know because Jolie's talked about it for years, you know? And I was like, I'm never going to play those games. But like, I know the twist at the end of 10. So it's like, it's not going to be a huge spoiler. The twist would be like you learning what Jolie and I thought.
My knowledge of it would surely be a boon. What say you?
Sorry. I've no need to. All right.
How much coin would buy your blade?
Gotta accept everybody, right?
Such talk can be put aside for now. Let us make for Golland.
You don't need to pay me. It's fine. By the way, Holy Dragon ends up being the most powerful arithmetician you can recruit. What? Biggles, you're the most powerful arithmetician that can exist.
You'll not regret it.
I will not regret you. Joining my party. Yuna does not die. See, I can't ever tell. Guys, I gotta run to the restroom. We'll come back and we'll continue the side quest. Here, we'll head there, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm not like... I don't like spoilers like a ton, but I'm not like super sensitive to them, so... And I think that's just kind of like what I sign up for if I'm going to be active on the channel. Like, people are going to put stuff in comments, and I can't be so precious about like, don't tell me about Final Fantasy, you know? But, yeah. I like how you said Luna. Luna isn't even in 10, right? Ooh, let's do it. We're just going to the mining town. I like the music. It gets all serious. Okay, breadcrumbs and gaming, man. What is your favorite... What is your favorite job, class, or whatever in Final Fantasy Tactics? You're always talking about monk, I feel like, but, you know, I want to know what you think. We have 2 party groups. We're hosed. Biggles, you stay back. For victory. I've made you a geomancer, Javier. You're all sexy. My favorite, that's like ice cream. Well, I don't know. What's your favorite one to play as? Do you like all of them? Like they're all good?
I am ready.
I am ready. I feel like I want to get close to this ramp and get up there, right? I don't know. Maybe that's dumb.
Certainly. Time to prove myself.
Let's commence the battle.
At the ready.
Defeat all enemies. We got this. I think a black mage monk mix is my favorite. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you're always talking about... Oh, dude, he got to you. Soulbind. Yeah, give me some of that HP back. You don't attack Biggles like that. These chemists, they all have guns.
I'm here.
Mana shield. Jeez. They all get to go first and just take pot shots at all of us?
I'll give my all.
I feel like an avatar at that point. That's awesome.
What's my next
That's
move?
kind of true. You have like control over the elements, but then you also fight. Good call out, breadcrumbs.
Find your mark.
This is hilarious. They all go before us. You keep getting re-raised. When do I get to go?
I must concentrate.
Oh, now we're gonna get him. You messed up real bad. Shouldn't have done that. You blew it. They're all a bunch of chemists, right? With guns. That's so funny. Go get him, Ramza. Show him how you really attack. He's got auto potion, and I'm doing... What about this guy? 57% chance? Who are these guys? Oh, they're my same level. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's attack these chemists. We got one. Fine. You can have your 30 HP back.
I've improved.
Biggles will clean you all up. Oh, it's Beowulf. Show us how to do it. Just a nice sword whack. Spencer, what's been your favorite now that you've had some good time playing it? You're new, so your opinion is extra informative. When I early on in the game when I got the black mage and I could do an area of effect and I just killed people, I was like, that's amazing. But now the black mage is not as fancy ever since we've got the arithmetician broken, combination that Biggles has taught us. I'm still having trouble with... I loved Monk. Monk was incredible. It's I wasn't using mana and I was able to do all these spells. I think Monk was my favorite, but I feel like I'm still in the JP boost phase where I'm just trying to get JP boost and I'm not min-maxing my abilities where I'm getting this blue ability and this whatever orange ability. I don't know what they're called. You know what I mean? So I feel like I haven't found my favorite playstyle yet. But yeah, just the mages just seem so much more powerful than the physical attackers. Let's see here. Is there a way for me to get away from them? Let's go over here. I like when it just gets all of us. Just kill everybody. One, two, three, and Jolie. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, and Jolie and me. Kind of like that a little more because it's like separates us. Let's just do that. I'm not gonna try to do every single one. Go for it. But yeah, I really like this game. Like, I like tactics games. I think they're super fun. And I think the story has been really great. Like, I'm really invested in tactics. Which is weird to me. I didn't think I'd be saying that.
Sorry, my friends.
Give me those heals. That'd be funny if I took the chameleon robes off on accident. All right, let's see. And what's up, Ape? I don't know if I say it right. I call you Ape this, but it's like A-P-T-H-S or Ape-T-H-S. I recently translated a Hamaguchi interview. I thought you said I recently translated it. I was like, you speak Japanese? The recently translated Hamaguchi interview has me concerned, not gonna lie. Where he says, Nomura and I still deciding on a title, but we'll choose by the end of 2025. It's like, but that could be like a coy way of saying, we have 2 titles and we're gonna reveal it at the Game Awards. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't have high expectations. I'm excited for any game announcement because I like the medium, but I hope we get something Final Fantasy related.
Whatever it takes.
Ooh. What do you even have? Just gonna get shot at, man. Snowstorm. Geomancy. Wait. I haven't learned it yet. Great. I really brought Javier with the... I've got re-raise, so should I just throw you into battle? Is there anything I can stand on that isn't a snow? This is why we love... This is why we love... You're going to be useless this entire battle unless we can get you to this dirt patch here, Javier. Let's work your way here. And we can just have you... focus. Get ready for your next attack. Biggles is talking to Ape this. He says, you saw that it was actually in October, right? Really? That's amazing. You live in Japan? And you speak Japanese? That was like not what I expected. Cool, man. That's the fun thing about doing streams later is that we get people that are from like not like the United States because it's like a different time. All right, Alyssa, just put you in range of their attacks. Can you throw a stone and hit him? Yeah, get him. Nice. Yeah, you always stream during my afternoon. That's awesome. Okay, cool, man. I didn't know that. Not gonna lie, it's crazy seeing Western streamers go live well into the evening because it's like, yeah. Y'all are streaming living all night. I know. I go to bed around midnight or 1. And when I first started this stream, I'm like, I'm gonna stream from 9 o'clock to 11. And Jolie's like, if I stream, that's gonna be a hard cutoff, you know. I'm like, well, you just kind of like, I'm like, it's evolved. Streaming's kind of been like, you just, you know, kind of feel it out. Oh, dude, Jolie, if you could pull this off, I feel like her teleport is gonna fail for sure. But if she could come over here and whack this guy, I feel like teleport never works. I've been very disappointed in it. Breadcrumbs, tell me about how teleport works. It says I can go anywhere on the map, but that I might fail. Are like my chances obscured by weird teleports? Javier says, what's your take on the re-trilogy? Is the Japanese different than the English localization? Oh yeah, there you go. They're not still deciding a title. Hamaguchi's a liar. Lies. I don't play Japanese. I play in English. Oh, cool. But you could. which is awesome. I have no mana, dude, because they took it all away from me. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, I put fundamentals on Jolie. She doesn't even have focus. Oh, we're hosed, y'all. Well, I can throw a stone at Biggles. Give me that sweet JP. And you're an expat. Awesome.
It cannot be.
Dragonheart, you'll be fine. They're not going to kill you. You'll come back to life. I don't want to be distracted by subtitles. Yes! You get it, man. Oh, dude, he was so close to dead. Okay, you say you believe teleport has a certain percentage of failure beyond 100% success rate tile. I'll look it up. Cool, that'd be great. Oh, are they gonna get him?
I'll kill you. A bitter defeat.
Well, I got Dragonheart, so doesn't that res me? What does Dragonheart do? Re-raise. Doesn't that bring me back to life? Talk to me, Goose. Chicka. Attack power 10. Flame burst bomb. Should I do it like a just freeze him some more? 64, 64, and 64. You just, we're just gonna do fire. Got him. We'll take it. I was right. Gains a 10% failure chance for each square moved beyond that range. Okay, so what do you mean by the range? You say, what's the rate tile? Like, how far can I go with knowing that I'll get a 100% success rate? Come on, Beowulf. Take him out. 60% chance. No. I got the reference, Maverick. Yeah, you just stay back here, buddy. Okay, wait. Am I crazy? Also, breadcrumbs. Another question. When I had Dragonheart on Javier, and he died, but I was letting him die because I thought re-raise was like when you die, you got brought back to life. Will that happen on his next turn? I guess I can save it for later, but... I never know what's gonna be good. And this is your favorite thing, to watch me just pick different things of my arithmetician. So you guys get to just see me. I shouldn't be talking. I should be resting my voice. That'll get him for sure, though, right? We got the 2 weak ones. We'll do that. Okay. Yeah, re-raise. Sacred magic that grants re-raise to a distant unit. Applies re-raise. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. Well, he died, so he hit 0. So do they come back to life on their turn? He had it. We'll find out in the next turn. Oh, you're right.
If I die, so be it.
You got to get out of his range, buddy. You have not been very helpful, Javier, I'll be honest. Let's move you right next to Biggles. He can give you moral support. Oh, you know what? Look at Alyssa. She's gonna come and give you some nice healing goodies. I don't know how much you heal for, but we'll do it. Let's look at the pretty animation.
Time to retaliate.
Oh, that's cool. I love the samurai's animations. They're the best. You should be dancing. Yeah, no, I mean you should be doing your. You should be dancing. I can't. My voice is really going, guys. Oh, wow, wow! I should be dancing. I can't really do it right now. I just say the same phrase every time I do Mickey. Oh boy! Wow! This game is swell. Okay. Teleport. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Haha. Wow. Well, I don't have any MP, so the only thing I could do is teleport to someone and do nothing. So we're just gonna throw a stone at Alyssa. Can you parry it? Let's see. No hard feelings, Alyssa. Jolie still likes you. All right. Let's see if I can go here. It worked.
That's the way.
I have the spell. Oh, he's just gonna shoot you now. Phoenix down. Oh no, I've never seen someone do that.
It's not your time yet.
This is like an easy battle, and I'm just like, see, my characters are never like optimized for actual play. You're not gonna hit the target.
Up with you. I must concentrate.
Big mistake. Huge.
I have you now. The story end.
I like the dual attack from Ninja. Alyssa says, I'm used to this. No.
Spare no effort.
You're our highest leveled character, Alyssa. Can you believe that? Yeah. Dude, Beowulf. Relax. It's just me struggling to a bunch of chemists. Okay. I had to see if I can hit him. None of that worked. Oop. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. I wouldn't worry too much about the Game Awards. I think we'll get a Game Awards. I think we'll get something for Final Fantasy. It's time. It's time to, if they have all of next year to market it, it's going to be like the culmination of everything they've been working on forever. Ape this, I would not worry. I think, like, you know, there's going to be some type of Final Fantasy Square Enix announcement because they're going to want to push their Final Fantasy VII remake on Switch. Switch is the only thing that's going to make them money. Maybe Xbox because it's been around for a while. But you know what I mean? So I think you'll get something. Like, can you imagine them just coming in with Square Enix and then not showing anything? I mean, I can't imagine, but we got to view the party for a second. We got some things to deal with. We got to do some Squire. Let's see here. Learn abilities. You don't have focus yet. How embarrassing. I'm thinking a 90-second trailer TGA for the entire trilogy. That'd be cool. But I'm excited. Are you guys excited for the Game Awards? I love it. Like, it's going to be a great time. I look forward to it every year. Like, even though I think the awards are kind of lame and whatever, you know. I am always jazzed about it. Okay. I was working so hard to get teleport, which I got. But I don't really know what to get next for my time mage. I'm just trying to like max her out. See, I feel like I'm playing this game weird where I just want to go and I want to get all the spells. I want to go to the next one, but I should be like equipping her with better abilities and stuff. But I'm not really doing that. Yeah, you will get one big disappointment. I say, haha, sorry, not sorry. Yeah. You did, Biggles? You took the whole day off? That's awesome. So did you take the... Because when did the Game Awards stream? They're at LA time, so they're late. So did you take the like next day off? Because you can watch them at night and then just not go to work the next morning or something. Yeah.
Me.
Okay, we've got. See, I was like, we're not gonna do JP boost. We're gonna actually hit. We're gonna hit hard. And we're going to have you. What are we going to have you have, Joe? Magic boost 2. Throw items would be kind of fun, but I don't have that. Okay, let's do... I don't care. JP boost is fine on you. Look at all this stuff you have. I don't even know. Equipped hammers, shields, crossbows, concentration. Ignores the target's physical evasion, ensuring that... I like that. Let's do that. Okay.
Oh.
You have like nothing equipped. Why do you not even have the... Can you not wear... Why is your chameleon robe off? What's happening here? Okay, I liked that re-raise. That was kind of cool. You can dual wield. If you can ever get close, you can really do some damage. Oh, it won't let me? Oh, it's because you're using... That's a waste. Because you're using 2 hands. Okay, never mind. That'd be sweet if you could have 2 giant, like, great axes. Can't do that. I'll give you concentration as well. And Ramza's got JP boost. Vanish. Let's do... See, there's so many things I would want to like pair with each other and be like, this is really great. But I'm just kind of messing around. You have attack boost. We'll take it. All right. We're going to commence our battle. That's awesome, Biggles. Good for you, man. I don't know what you do for work, but that's great. Javier is just setting himself up for disappointment. Don't be sad. Don't worry about that. Just go into the Game Awards and know that it's a celebration for gaming and it's fun.
Leave it to me.
It's gonna be a good time.
Certainly.
It's time.
To battle.
It's gonna be fun, you guys. I'm looking forward to it. Ooh, what's that like beast? Spooky. Or hiding in the like caverns here. You better run. You cannot run from me. Man, they all have their guns. They're shooting Biggles. What happened to my soulbind? There we go. Give me back some HP now. Oh, it already did it. Just didn't... Don't you dare charm me. I hate the charm. Yes. You can't charm Alyssa. She knows who she is. She knows what she likes. Oh, look at these. Ramza. We'll probably get some Dragon Quest 7 related. Yeah, that's true. Oh, we're attacking, man. Oh, 2 evasions. That's embarrassing. Beowulf better step it up.
Too slow.
Holy cow. This thing's gonna come kill us. It's a behemoth. Guys, I might lose. Evasion. Is that the Behemoth King? Get over here, Biggles. Do not wait. We need you. What am I doing? All our guys. Pulls of 4 like hits everyone. Should we just unload on you? Just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go hard. I know this might kill Ramza because I don't think he has his robes equipped, but oh, I forgot about Beowulf, our guy. He had mana shield. He's all right. It took Mana Shield off Ramza though. It just kills him. Yikes. Yep. How could you, Biggles?
One step at a time.
Oh, you better kill this Behemoth King. 100%. He can't do it. Let's do it. Nice, Alyssa. You better run. I'd still have you as a Geomancer. And you can't do anything. Because I don't have any snow abilities. That is so funny. Well, you can focus. Maybe get close to him. Biggle says, I have Dragon Quest 11. All the HD2 remakes already pre-ordered Dragon Quest 7. Awesome. I've never played Dragon Quest. I know it's like the Enix side of Square Enix. And I know that they're like super popular in Japan and also in the West. But I just have never gotten into those. I know they're the traditional turn-based stuff. However, says, if there's any Square announcement at all, it'll be Kingdom Hearts 4. If any, I think that was more probability. Speaking Mickey, you know. I can't do it. My voice is going. Oh, wow. I think we're going to get Sora in Kingdom Hearts 4 for sure. He's my pal. Yeah, give me that. Okay. You'll be fine in Ramza. That's everyone too. Okay, we're gonna just blast it up. Hey, you're saying that this is like a requirement to get Cloud? What if I don't? What if I choose not to play as Cloud? What if I just play as you guys? Don't be offended, guys. Mithril knife. That music sounds so sweet. This music right here, it is pretty good. We're still going. Just crushing it. Your Geomancy, do I have enough? Oh, we don't save. Do we have anything to...
I am here.
Okay. Job. Learn abilities. Snowstorm. We're gonna like be inside now. Let's do it. Okay, guys, everyone in chat, who's gonna win Game of the Year? And you can't say Expedition 33. Just kidding. Really, Javier? Is it just because of how long it's been since it was first announced? Oh, I don't think we'll get Kingdom Hearts news, but that would be cool. It was back in like 2023 or 20, you know? Yeah, Expedition's winning it. Let's be honest.
Time to prove myself.
Do you think it will clean up all the categories that it's in, or do you think like, okay, tell me who you think is going to win Best Game Direction?
Very well.
I am ready.
To battle.
That one seems like it's because it can kind of go off of a couple different people. It should win a lot, but not clean up all the categories. Yeah. Guys, these are like the hardest enemies I've fought other than like the main characters. I don't think game direction is. Yeah. First, oh yeah. You don't think it's that special. Gotcha. Sue me.
I can do this.
Do you want Death Stranding 2 to win that one, Toolman? Or do you want like Split Fiction is like kind of cool, you know, people kind of argue. Is that a pig? Are we fighting a pig? Ramza. Man, they just set us up with the worst kind of. Those are the dragons. The dragons, Ramza. What do we have? Shuriken. I don't like to waste my weapons, so it's like I'm not buying a weapon just to throw it away, but I'll buy bombs. 80, okay. Whatever, we'll give you one of those. Probably gonna miss.
Fly true.
Got him. We'll take it. Well done, Ramza. Breadcrumb says I secretly hope Grinch and grab something. Don't care what, but I think extra 30 will take long. Well, it might win the fan vote, right? Uh-oh. He's gonna get me right here. I should have put my mana shield on.
I am ready.
Oh, Biggles. Let's have you go here. And I rely on you so much, man. It's hilarious. I like how it also kills Beowulf if I do this. Or, like, target elevation. They're all up there, man. Come on, multiples. Math. The maths aren't mathing. Some of them. I hope Silent Hill F beats Expedition 33 in sound design. I feel really strongly about this. Okay. Cool. What's so great about the Silent Hill F sound design? Javier says, yeah, Alyssa, it's like Kingdom Hearts 4 is like the underdog. No one remember that game. It's your sleeper surprise, I say. You need to show full hype trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. It's been dormant. I mean, people would pop off for that. I think everyone wants to remember that game, actually, with how often people bring it up, wanting an announcement for it, but I get it. That's pretty funny, Alyssa. My poor voice. Yeah. Silent Hill 2 remake absolutely snubbed for sound design last year. I will not forgive it. This is like the jury problem though, man. I don't think people know enough to, care or do anything about it. Well, Rams is already dead, so let's just do this. We know what to do. I have not seen this game over screen yet. 0 death runs so far. Sorry, Beowulf. I put my magic boost on you, so we're cleaning up here. All we needed. Alyssa says the problem is they announced it way too early, which is something that's common for Square Enix. Yeah. People get too excited for it, and then it's
One
like,
step at a time.
oh, did we not kill someone? Who did we not get? Oh, the dragon's still alive. The dragon. Well, can you go throw a rock at him? No. You're in the wrong spot. I've got Snowstorm. Can I reach him from this far away? Oh, I'm so close. It's not fair. Just went there. I know. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to reach him. I don't know why I always tried twice. Full target, no effect. Okay. When's the dragon go next? 7th turn? And everyone else is dead. Whew. All right, teleport.
That's the way.
Now you see me complete. Successfully used teleport 5 times. I did it. We did it, guys. Is gravity hurting him enough? Ooh. Even less of a chance. What about, should we just do meteor to blow him up? 100% chance. Let's do it. Oh, it's gonna get me too. Here, I'll put it back here. Oh yeah, here we go. Got him. I'm gonna need some Phoenix Downs. Guys, I'm fine. I'll bounce back right back. Just I can't like get this. Just been congested for like 2 weeks straight, and our family's like just getting over it. What did you guys say? You guys said, yeah, too early. Wow, this is long. I don't know if the Game Awards GOTY, but I'm predicting no stream on Wednesday and Friday. Why? Because of my voice. We got to talk about your predictions on Wednesday. Silent Hill F with surround sound is on a whole nother level. Generally feels like a necessity for being aware of the enemies before you sneak up on you. That's awesome. Melissa says, yep, unless Spencer gets a couple of potions to heal his throat. Oh, you're talking about me. Famous last words. I'm fine. Oh, we're going to be fine, guys. I thought you were saying I need Phoenix Downs for this side quest that we're doing. Oh, I can only do 4 units. Who's getting benched? Let's see. Oh, we need Biggles. We know we need
For
Biggles.
victory.
He's too valuable. Javier, you've not been super helpful to me. I'm sorry.
Leave it to me.
I'm sorry, Javier.
I stand ready.
We're still friends, right? Can someone cast re-raise on Spencer? I like die at the end of the stream and I come back on Wednesday. I'll let you guys know. I think I'll be okay.
It's time.
I'll take it easy. I'll take it easy. Nanaki here. This is how I really sound. Holy cow, we're fighting some crazy monsters.
Stone, surrender it. Your life it may buy.
Who's he talking to?
Reese, at last I found you. As I live and breathe, I will let no harm befall you.
Oh no. Who's Reese? That like gargoyle guy? Oh, it's the dragon. He loves the dragon. Oh yeah, take him out. Love that. I don't think he needs help.
My turn.
Target elevation, you say? Because we're all like below, okay? Did I not like go up there? I can just hang out. Okay, I'll do what you say. I'll just focus, hang out.
I shall spare no effort.
Uh-oh, we're gonna get Beowulf. Okay. Target elevation. We're just getting Reese now. Oh, because they're all on the same platform. Wow. Wow. It's like you know what you're doing. It's kind of like you know what you're doing. He's the older brother from Malcolm in the Middle. Who's the older brother from Malcolm in the Middle? Like one of the people on this game, or just from something totally missed? Or I'm being him? We're just killing them all, y'all. Biggles is like, no big deal. Alyssa's just leveling up. Stay away from my dragon. Yeah, we fought a bunch of you with Weegraph. Not cool. Better run. Dude, haste just like trips me up. I'm coming for you. Can I throw that far? That'd be sweet if I like just chuck a shuriken. That'll get them all. That'll get them all too. That's the move right there, guys. We're all good except for them. Is this so exciting to watch me just cast Holy over and over again? It allows me to... Oh, you had missed. Biggles, how embarrassing. We gotta let them do something, right? Yeah, get him. Didn't like that. Reese, we're saving you. Poor Alyssa's just doing her best. Catch up.
Let me see.
I love the idea of like, it's probably not gonna work. Failed. We tried. We tried. There you go, Joe. Ooh, karma. No, Reese is hurting. We gotta get over there. You gotta stop missing, Biggles. Should I just heal up Reese? The good old-fashioned cure guy. Okay. Such a high level, so little speed. I know. But they shouldn't ticked me off. Okay. I can hit him. I don't even know what this shuriken is. I have one of them. I'm going to throw it.
Excellent.
I'm a seasoned warrior. I hit level 50. Get in there and help your boy. Give him a high potion. We're gonna let Reese finish off the job. Unless Jolie can somehow miraculously teleport to him. That'd have been awesome.
What?
And she just gives a like nice little whack of her. Alright, Reese, you finished the job. Got him. Womp womp. Is that some Pokemon reference? Get them all. Toolman, explain your Malcolm in the Middle comment. I don't understand. What awards are you guys most looking forward to? Game of the year, but what else?
Without you.
Or do you just want the game that you like the most to be represented? Oh, Reese. Duh.
Then we have found the dragon you sought.
A companion more dear to me than life itself.
That's why I didn't care about money.
Mere words can be no fitting thanks. You have sought the stone, yes?
You had it the whole time?
But how?
Let us just say I have my own debts to settle, as have you.
Are you being serious, Bigglesworth? Is that what you're looking forward to most? Because I don't want to like belittle it, but I just think that's a category they could cut.
Who are you?
But maybe I'm being naive.
Yours. This I swear on Rhys's life. If you permit it, I would lend my sword and shield to your cause. What say you?
Only if Rhys accompanies you on every battle. Javier says, Spencer, if you have to explain the joke or the reference, the magic is gone.
One cannot
That's
have too
fair.
many comrades. I would be glad to count you among mine. Come, let us quit these darkened halls.
Oh, that's right, because you've played a bunch of the... You've played a couple of the more obscure games that you liked, right? I'm not trying to be mean, like when I say like we should get rid of games for impact, because obviously it's like important to people, but I just think like you cannot add more to dismiss an existing unit. I have too many people. Oh, it's all my dumb chocobos. Yeah. See ya. Yeah, see ya. They just keep multiplying. I'm like going through and picking the like low level ones. I should keep different colored ones though, right? Because they do different things. Yeah, that should be enough.
I will be of use to you.
Expedition 30 should absolutely win Best Narrative among other awards. I just feel like I want more innovation in game direction, and other categories in Expedition 3 lack that in my mind. Cool. But you're excited though, right? I mean, hopefully that's true. It would be kind of disappointing if it's just a bunch of Expedition 33 awards. But I don't know. But then some people would be like, yes. Okay, Toolman's into it. Yeah, I am excited too. It's just like, what a fun night to, you know, go and have. But okay, let's go finish up the quest here. And then I think I'll call it after that, guys. But I'm excited. We should No, we're not gonna fight. I do think an award sweep is a good thing typically. Or I don't think, yeah.
Will the stone truly bring the sphere to life? You saw as much, did you not? I know not the how of it, but I'm confident it'll work.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a great thing. It's like, it's fun like when Lord of the Rings, Return of the King like won everything. It was like, that was fun because it was like this 3-part thing. It'd be cool if remake part 3 is really good, like really good, and then it like wins all the awards that it didn't win over the years, you know. But I agree with you. If there's just like a one-hit game that's amazing but takes home everything, it's kind of lame. Aerith Lives or Else is also saying, I'm also curious on the best indie and best debut indie somehow goes to something other than Expedition 33. Me too, Aerith. Bring it to life. Give us a robot companion.
You were right. It stirs.
Holy cow. This rules. It's like a iron giant. Jeez, that's cool. I like the animation.
It must no longer be operational.
Oh, it's alive.
Reinitialization complete. Verifying actuator status. All systems normal.
That is not the voice I was expecting. That's like my high pitch. I need to talk that way so I don't lose my voice. Reinitialization complete. Verifying actuator status. All systems normal.
Command, Master.
What's your command, Master?
By the gods, the machine speaks.
Oh.
Awaiting your command, Master.
Yeah, you better obey me.
Command, Ramza.
Me? Must I? Mayhap you could...
What are you talking about? Your stone brought the thing to life. You're its master.
New companion.
Very well. Dance.
Nice, Ramtha.
Oh, for the love of the gods.
What would you have it do?
I like it. This is what Tactics excels at. It gives you these moments to be like silly. What would you have to do? Oh, for the love of the gods. Like, just so good. I'm sorry, Alyssa. You're right.
It's dancing.
Oh boy, wow, it's dancing. Let's. I can only say, oh boy.
Look
That's.
how powerful this thing is.
I am very strong.
I'm very strong. Trust me.
Well, then, dispose of Mustadio. What?
Killed. Just...
Oh no! Phoenix Down! Where is the Phoenix Down?
This rules. This freaking rules. Wow, I did not expect that. Dude, guys, look at Mustadio's like burnt corpse. And his dad doesn't even care. He's just like checking him out. Ramses is freaking out. That's the end. That is hilarious. Construct 8. Oh, yeah. You. They don't even resolve it. Mustadio's just dead, apparently. If Expedition 33 does win sweep, RPG game experts won't stop even with the bring old school RPG agenda, reprimand Square even more. It's going to be high caliber ammunition. I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't mind if the next Final Fantasy game was turn-based. I wouldn't hate that, right? But I don't think any game's success should, change the course of direction of a vision that someone has. I think it should be considered, but if you wanted to do something, for a good reason, it's my whole complaint with Advent Children, like I talked about. That movie was made for the wrong reasons. It's like if they had a good story to tell, they should have told it, but they wanted to do cool animation. So if you have a good game and you want it to be turn-based, you have a good vision for that, then do that. That was crazy. So the side quest is done, and then I just continue the main story. That was awesome. Okay, well, that was kind of crazy. My first side quest. I don't know how that gets me Cloud, but we'll do it. Whew. Well, you guys are awesome. I feel like we can, I think I'll be okay. My voice still feels fine. Like I remember losing my voice earlier the other day. It's like it felt like it was going away. But if I'm like not talking crazily, hopefully you guys can still hear me. But yeah, I think on Wednesday we could maybe like make another GIF, or let's just focus on Game Award stuff. The hype's going to be at a fever pitch. Maybe we could try some things where we talk a little bit about some Game Awards stuff, and then we play a little bit more tactics. But I will let you know if my voice is gone and I can't stream. But just for now, I'm planning on it. But thanks for sticking around, guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for letting me kind of have a lot of hair down moments today where we were kind of being silly. But yeah, so let me catch up on chat, and then I'll say goodbye to you guys. Rams is going to fly if he keeps swinging his arms so much. That's true. The OG Final Fantasy Tactics wasn't silly like this. Grumble, grumble. They changed it for the Evil East Chronicles. That's funny. It won't change Square version, but those people are going to be hammering even more and annoying to me. Yeah. But to me, Expedition 33 isn't just successful because of the old school RPG elements. It's definitely drew people in, but the story was the biggest that kept me in it personally. What are you saying? What are you saying? Something? Volume? Jolie's not here to correct me. Yeah, Expedition 33, like it was the storytelling, right, that people really loved. But it was like the turn-based mechanics, but then it was like the parry and the dodging system. Like it incorporated newer elements. Like apparently the director is like a Sekiro speedrunner. So he like understands the importance of like a good parry and the way a game feels. Yeah, I feel like I haven't even played it more than like I haven't really even played it, but I killed the first mime. And it's fun. Like I think it's stylish. I think it's like oozing with personality, you know? And I think a lot of games can learn for it. And I think it's like we don't always have to go back to the drawing board to revamp something. It's like you can just perfect something and make it your own. So I think Expedition 33 winning a lot will be a good wake-up call for the industry. It'll be like you can make games that don't cost $200 million to make, and you can do it well. Because if story is what's most important, that's the least expensive thing. Just hire a writer. Get it right. Expedition 33's story and vibes would have pushed me to complete it regardless of the genre combat system. Yeah. Awesome. Well, you guys are rad. Thanks for sticking with me. Get some rest. Everyone get some sleep. It was good to have you here, Alyssa. It's good to have the rest of you guys here. Thanks for sticking around, Breadcrumbs, Bigglesworth, Toolman. I gotta get Toolman in tactics. We gotta name you. We'll get you in here. But anyway, you guys are great. Hopefully all your dreams come true and you get all the announcements you want. But yeah, have a good night, guys. It was good having you. See you, Breadcrumbs. Great show. You're so nice. I don't know. I felt like I'm like draining right now. You just really liked my Mickey Mouse impression, didn't you? Okay, I will. Thanks, guys. I will see you guys in the next stream. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Bye, guys.
There's this infirmity I have that keeps my lips shut, like a needle with thread to my mouth, keeps me all shut up. But I don't wanna have to wait. I wanna be able to say that you're the one for me. You don't know what's going on inside my heart and my mind. Always been so shy, you know. And you wonder why I don't open up my mouth. Babe, I don't know the reason why I can't seem to get any of these words out. Babe, I just don't know. So now there's this problem that exists. Every time I see you, I just want to say what's on my mind, but don't have the guts to. So you go walking right along as I stand here wondering what is going on inside your head. You don't know what's going on inside my heart and my mind. Always been so shy, you know. And you wonder why I don't open up my mouth. Babe, I don't know the reason why I can't seem to get any of these words out. Babe, I just don't know. Wanna open up my mouth so I can ask you out. 'Cause there's some things that I can't do alone. A dinner for two, a movie with you. Well, it ain't the same by myself. And you wonder why I don't open up my mouth. Babe, I don't know the reason why I can't seem to get any of these words out. I don't know. And you wonder why I don't open up my mouth. Babe, I don't know the reason why I can't seem to get